Hello. We're here. We're live.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey.
Hello.
Okay, so we have a bunch of really cool people in the VC. I say we. I don't know why I keep saying we. Like it's just me doing this. But anyway, I'm getting really awkward for some reason. I don't know why. So Amaan, this is all yours. Please stop me from talking.
All right, Steve, shut up. Hello and welcome everyone to this actual play of Candela Obscura. Obviously, we didn't get a lot to go on with the quick start guide, but we're doing what we can. This is a homebrew world of Candela Obscura, or a homebrew city, I would say. The city is called Ispatpur, a newly made, newly booming industrial town, which sort of reflects the 1930s India in the way of the people they inhabit, the kind of architecture it inhabits during that time. But there are things hidden deep beneath the city. There are ongoings that happens which can horrify the normal mind. With that, let's just do a quick round of introduction with the people on the stream. First, let's go with Crispy Akhil.
Hey everyone, I'm Crispy Akhil. You can call me Crispy or Akhil. I am playing Vishwajit, an explorer. He's a young explorer fresh out of institute and ready to take on the world, and probably has no idea what spookiness awaits him.
All right, with that, we'll come to McDon. Matas.
Okay. So, I'm nervous to be here. So, okay. My name is Mac. You can call me easily by Mac, like McDonald or like Mackie from Overwatch, I guess. Yeah. And I'm from Thailand, so please be welcome to me. I guess.
Absolutely. Now we come to Apala, Serious B.
Hi everyone, I'm Sirius B, but you can call me Apala or whatever my character is for today, who is Dr. Shorita Mukherjee, but her students call her Dr. N. She is the head of the Department of Literature and Language at the university. She's a serious looking woman in her 50s. She wears a crisp starched sari, salt and pepper hair in a bun. Very little jewelry, and whatever she wears is of sentimental value. She's carrying a leather bag, like a messenger bag, which is a little scruffy, and the wear and tear is because of all the research books that she carries. And yeah, she has been in Candela for a while, and she's really interested to find out more about magic and everything that it is.
We'll come to Kush, sweet little custard boy.
Hey, I'm Kush. About me, okay. So I run this YouTube channel / Discord server called the Pigeon Killers. We do a bunch of games there. Also going to do a Candela Obscura stream on 31st. That should be fun. And my character here is Jatin. This is exactly what he looks like. And yeah, he's a magician. So let's see how this game goes.
And right back to Steve.
Hello.
You know who he is.
Yeah, I am Steve. You may know me from this channel. That is me. Okay. I am I'm playing an occultist who's like the definition of this fucking guy. You know, if you think of this fucking guy, that's what this dude is. He wears oversized hoodies rolled up to his sleeves, dressed in all black. He has dark circles under his eyes that he totally didn't put himself using makeup. He's an occultist, which means that he just does weird shit because he thinks it's funny. And the reason he's part of Candela Obscura is because he rolled up to his sleeves. No, I meant rolled up to his elbows. Sorry, my bad. And his reason for joining Candela Obscura is he wants to know if you can ghost a ghost. So think of whatever that means in whatever context that means, and that's the vibes. So that's basically be prepared for someone who is aggressive towards the ghosts and not in the way that you're thinking, because this dude just needs to get some. And yeah, that's it.
All right, I think that's all. And with that, we'll shut up, Stephen. I'm just ordering you.
I forgot to introduce my character, but yeah, whatever.
Please do.
Oh, please do. Okay. My character is okay. I say his name is Pichaya, and he just a smiley faced man who. What can I say? He just accidentally joined Candela Obscura because he. What can I say? He just one day he slipped to the organization place, I guess, and yeah, and he just want to survive, so he has to do the task. And I don't know how to say, but yeah, he just the person who who want to do something good, but what is the good? I don't know, but the definition of good for him is so complicated. That's what I'm gonna say.
That works. That's awesome. Okay, so with that done, let's get into tonight's story. Evening ends, night falls. We focus on the sky for a moment. It's colored like amethyst, purple giving way to black, and you see millions of stars. We start to tilt down to reveal a very old, ancient mansion set before a black background of dark hills. The building itself stands on top of what looks like a man made hill mound. We start to get closer and we realize that it is lit with hundreds of candles and a single sodium lamp shedding yellow light on the lawn before. Servants run about, changing out the candles which are going out, and we start to hear the clinking of glasses like cheers. We focus on two people, two men dressed in very fine clothes, talking to each other. We focus on one of them, has a long handlebar mustache. He says, Mr. Bailey, I grant you, when this Haveli, this mansion was first discovered by you, I doubted it would be of any significance. These things are better lost to ancient history, buried in the hills like this place was. But I must say, turning this into a resort, that's a good idea. I can comment that. We pan to the man he's talking to, a slight Caucasian looking person. He says, I knew you'd come around, my dear Mr. Chatterjee. It's been a long time since our families spent time together, so I thought they'd like this exclusive tour. Mind you, there are several smaller buildings that we have found, so this place is definitely going to be bigger than we anticipated. They start to, laugh in a very posh manner. Uh, Mr. Bailey feels a tap on his shoulder. Now, what are you boys talking about? They turn to see two beautiful middle-aged women draped in, heavily embroidered saris approach the men, and their idle talk continues. We pull back to the right side of the mansion along the downward incline, which is sort of steep but not too steep. We can see shapes of two young people skittering down. At the bottom, they reach a small stone building, which looks like it it goes directly into the hill beneath the mansion and behind the mansion itself. One of the two people steps ahead to its door. We see she's a girl, probably early 20s, who, now that she is illuminated in early moonlight, seems to be wearing a shimmering blue Carrara frock. She pushes on the door slightly and it opens inward, silently, revealing darkness. She turns around to her companion, a boy about 16 or 17 years of age, wearing a nice brown three-piece suit. The girl says, I bet you $100 to go inside. The boy chuckles. I'm not stupid to take on this bet, Divya. She goes and sits by the door. Oh, come on, Ishan. It's been such a boring day with our parents. I saw this place when we were coming in. Let's explore at least now. Now that they're busy, with their idle talk and everything. No, he says. Divya's face contorts in a very ugly grimace. Ashan, let's go check this out, or I'll tell your parents about your boyfriend. Ashan's eyes widen. I told you that in secret. I'm gonna tell them in my own time, a few years down the line, maybe. Divya folds her hands. I wish I could tell them now. I hate your dad anyway. Ashan notices the slump in her shoulders when she mentions Ashan's dad. Fine, Ashan says, and takes out a match and lights it up. Both of them step inside the building into a small rectangular room. There's a crude chair, almost ancient, which looks like it's crumbling, and there's a makeshift bed with blankets, and everything is covered heavily in dust. On the other side, on the other end of the room, is a double door. Ashan puts his match up, and the door reflects its light with gold and emerald inlays. The inlays itself are fashioned into a vertical eye on each door. There is a there's a rusted heavy metal on the lock, on the door, heavy metal lock on the door with writings on it in no language that they can understand. And the writing itself looks like it's been written with probably with some maybe paint, probably with fingers. Before Ashan could stop her, Divya gives the lock a gentle pull and it breaks from one of the hinges being so rusted. They don't see it, but black smoke starts to slither out from beneath the door around their feet. The flame from the match goes out. Whoosh. As Ashan fumbles for the second match, Divya, almost commanded inside her mind, pushes the door open. It is a lit 10 feet by 10 feet room with wooden double doors on each side, green flowers wallpapers covering all the walls, and a single light bulb on the ceiling illuminating the room. Ashan is still fumbling for the match. Only Divya is able to see it. This looks just like our house. Almost exactly. What? Ashan says, not able, just seeing darkness before him. Divya steps inside, and before Ashan could react, Boom! The door closes behind her. She turns around and opens the door back again, and it reveals the same room, same doors on the same walls with the same light bulb on the ceiling. She panics and starts running, going through each room and each door, one after the other, alternating between all the rooms, but all of them are revealing duplicates of one another. Although one thing changes, which Divya does not notice. The black smoke around her feet, it starts to gather more and more around her. She opens another door and she peers into space, thousands of stars staring back at her, and a cloud of black smoke right before her. You see two vertical eyes open supernaturally in the smoke, pale yellow eyes. There's a flash, and Divya is suddenly in a lovely, lovely ball gown inside what seems to be her private villa, with guests and politicians and industrialists all around her, greeting her as we viewers we revolve around her. Divya turns in every direction with a smile, a greeting, a handshake. There's an orchestra in the background playing music of her choice. This is her dream, to become a powerful woman of the state. Someone cracks a joke nearby and she laughs. We go to an extreme close up of her laughing face as it begins to transition. The sound of laughter soon turns to a wailing scream of a teenage boy as Divya's face contorts and shrinks as if blood and flesh have been sucked clean. Her eyes are wide open, almost popping out. Her mouth is agape with laughter, but now it looks like it's agape in horror. Her lips retract in dryness, mouth almost falls, teeth starts falling as the gums start to rot. We pull back, and Ashan is on the ground holding Divya's almost shrunken, dry figure, screaming for help as we cut outside the building. The sounds of people running and black smoke slithering outside and blowing out into the sky. We match cut to a man blowing smoke in the air as he finishes his cigarette and throws it on the ground. It's still around early morning, still dark. We cut wide to this strange man standing in front of a red bricked Georgian multi storied building. Beautiful, lush gardens around him. He tosses a square-shaped coin in the air with the Candela Obscura symbol on it. From the right, a figure approaches, dressed, or looks like almost that person has been dressed hurriedly, and shows a Candela Obscura coin to the watcher, with a note in their hand saying, "Come quickly." Out of all of you, who is the one who is approaching this watcher? You can
Uh,
decide right now.
yeah. So you see this tall man, um, well built, salt and pepper hair, and white beard, well dressed in in a dress shirt and a coat. That is Jatin. Jatin walks up.
Ah, Mr. Jatin? Huh. It's a bit early, isn't it?
Well, I was called here. I better early than late.
Ah, correct. I will let Mr. Nawang know. He goes to the door and rings a bell thrice. You see from the second story a light come on the window. Please, Mr. Jatin, you can go inside.
Of course. Thank you. And he enters.
As he enters, you see really nice carpeted floor with, on one side, it almost looks like a library of books and a chair leading upwards. The light is on here as well. There's no fire in the hearth. And you walk up to the second floor where your meetings takes place with the light keeper. Once you reach the
Yeah.
Sorry?
No, go ahead.
Once you reach the second floor, you see people coming out of one of the rooms. You see Nawang, this not elderly, but somewhere in his, he looks like he's somewhere in his 40s, thin eyes and a very gaunt face, a very hard face. And there's a scar on his neck which goes right from under his shin and disappears into his chest. He nods at you. Jatin, let's go to this room. And you can see, we see the rest of you come out from the other room with glasses in your hand. And we go into what is now a study. Nawang himself, he shuts the drapes, but before that he signals to Jatin in his own language. Sorry, not Jatin, the watcher below, apologies. And he shuts the blinds and he turns to you all. What does he see? He nods to Jatin, who has his note. He looks at Pichaya. Pishaya. I know.
Okay. So what you can see is he is sleeping along the place. He's just like he didn't read the situation of what happenings right now, so he just kind of like, I'm so tired. He's just it's just he just split some word from his mouth while he is sleeping. So tired. I don't want to do this job. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yeah.
I know.
You can,
And I'm sorry that you have been called at this hour, but necessity does not look at time.
I know. Yeah. So he just look at the behind the guy and see the Jatin, right? He just like, oh, hi. You come so early, I guess.
You're asking Jatin?
Yeah. It's all with you, Jatin.
Sorry, what?
Oh,
He's talking to you.
Oh, okay.
yeah, and
so
he just kind of confused and yeah. What
Jatin
can I
takes
say?
out pocket watch and opens it and says, "Well, it's not really that early. You should have been up half an hour ago.
So, mm, okay. So, what are we gonna do next?
And I look at others, expecting an introduction.
At this point, Nawang says, "We're still waiting for a couple of people. In the meantime, you all know Dr. Sarita Mukherjee, and behind them we see her walking in. What do they see?"
So Dr. M has hastily, her sari is less crisp than usual because she hasn't had time to starch her sari like she usually does every morning. But she's still very neat, and she walks in very briskly, looking very serious and ready for whatever needs to be done. She has her bag, and as she walks in, she immediately addresses whatever the work of the day is, saying, "Yes, I'm here. What needs to be done?"
I will get to that shortly, my lady. We cut to a place outside this area, and I would like to ask Crispy to describe what Vishwajit is doing in the moment when a boy rushes towards him with a note in his hand. He says, "Vishwa bhai, Vishwa bhai," and he just literally throws a note at you. It's dark outside, and you're just walking around.
All right. So at this hour, Vishwajit usually is up and is like studying different texts and different books that he's borrowed from the city library. And by this time, he's now going to have his morning cup of tea. So he just leaves his house and is walking about when he sees this kid rushing him and calling him. Does Vishwajit recognize the kid?
The kid has a lapel with the Candela symbol on it.
All right, got it. So yeah, he notices the symbol, and um, as soon as the kid throws the envelope, he picks it up and opens it up hastily.
Come quickly.
All right.
That's all.
You see Vishwajit just read that note, hold it, and just start briskly walking. And as he's walking, he puts it in his breast pocket of the shirt, and he's just walking towards the place where he's supposed to be. He understands who's calling and where he needs to go.
We sort of crane up, and we see that it's not very far. It's a walking distance from where you are right now. And
Mhm.
since you're sort of a wandering kind of a person, explorer, you're probably staying at the house itself, at the lighthouse itself.
Okay.
As Crispy is approaching, and as Crispy approaches and enters the house, he is met by a person who is deep in a strange looking book, almost like the leather is covered in vines.
All right. As
And
Vishwajit is walking across, he notices the person and just casually asks. He knows where he needs to be, but while he's walking across the person, he just casually asks, "So, what are you reading there so intensely at this hour?"
Steve,
Oh, it's me. Um. So this dude looks up from the book that he's reading, tries to hide it, and then he's like, it realizes it's a futile attempt because dude's already seen it. It's a memoir of a friend who kind of sort of was a ghost hunter. And you can tell that he's lying through his teeth. The book is nothing of the sort of that. It is like a one of those trashy romance novels, but it's from the cover art you can tell it's like the it's about a human romancing a spirit sort of thing. So that's the that's what you can tell it's about. But he's lying through his teeth. And he puts the book down, cover down, but then he realizes the back cover is not that flattering either. So he just opens the book, and the book is now open on the desk on the side table, and he just stands up trying to hide the book behind him. It's just a thing. I'm just doing research for a project. It's nothing serious. What are you doing here at this hour? Shouldn't you be exploring?
Well, that looks like quite a raunchy study book you got there. But never mind. GM, do we know each other? That we are part of the circle, or
You for this, you sort of know each other, but you haven't been on assignments together yet.
all
So-
right? So
so
yeah,
I'm
I just
assuming,
say,
like- sorry, go ahead.
no, yeah, I was just saying that I just say, well, I've got some work here on the first floor.
Oh, strange. I have been here a while and nobody came up to me. Do you mind if I tag along? Always interested in work on the first floor.
You know what? Why not? Everyone's, we are all creatures of curiosity. Might as well.
All right, great.
So I get Shiv with me, and we walk along to the meeting place.
Yeah.
You go up to the room. Yeah.
Oh,
Yes,
just
Steve.
so we're gonna walk up to the entrance of the door together, and then she's gonna be like, "Oh shit, just give me a second." He's gonna double back, rush to grab the book, quickly put it in his backpack, in his satchel, and then run back. Sorry, just can't leave that thing lying around. There's
Yeah,
people.
of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
Don't. Yeah, but hey, if you want to borrow this anytime, my door's always open. Well,
I think
except
I'm
for,
good. I've got enough books to read. I think I'm good. Thank you.
We cut to inside of the room, and we see the whole party is here, and Nawang is just standing there, just hanging on a word. And there has, from what I can tell, been a release of a monster. Something from beyond the flare which was trapped in this world. That's all that I've been told. That's all I know. A servant of mine who freelances for different wealthy people. He is a good resource for different insider knowledge, and he was at the scene of the crime, the Dalma forest. It's a largely hidden place, I would say. Not many people venture over there, but recently there has been a lot of expeditions, a lot of digging in to see what lies beneath that weirdly shaped hill. And it seems like they discovered something that they should not have. From what I can tell, it's a mansion, or almost like a temple that has been found there. And I'm told that there were two families there. One, Mr. Bailey Roberts, He apparently is planning to open a resort in that place. He is an industrialist. You might or might not know of him, but he owns a lot of establishments in this town, and is one of the he primarily manufactures furniture, but he has been dabbling into coal mining as well recently. Uh, I think you might have heard of Robert's Almiras. That's a pretty well-known brand around here. So his family was there, and one Mr. Preetham Chatterjee. He comes from old money, and I've been told they are quite close friends. And Mr. Preetham Chatterjee is pretty wealthy landowner around this place. It was Mr. Preetham Chatterjee's daughter, Divya, who was, I would say, attacked by this monster, which has put her in a critical state. She's not dead yet, but unnaturally so. Of Almost all of the blood in her system is is being recycled, and it's pumping through and contained in her skull around her brain, which is sort of giving an unnatural pulse. At the same time, all of her muscles seem like it's being withered away, or rather, it's being eaten. But we can't be sure. It doesn't look like on the surface. It looks like it's just withering away. She's still alive, but we don't know for how long. It was Mr. Roberts' son, Ashan, who was with her when this tragedy occurred. I'm sure it has something to do with magic. Somehow something was contained in that place which these foolish children, they released it. I wouldn't put it out of my mind that Mr. Bailey himself would have a hand in this, but that's just speculation. He gives you all a folder, 5 folders he gives to each of you, which contains the family photos of both Mr. Bailey Roberts and Preetham Chatterjee with children and everything. It also is locating where in the Dalma forest this quote unquote resort is located. Please find out what has happened to it and what kind of monster is there.
Have we experienced something like this before? Faced a monster who does something similar, um, or any idea about what could cause such a state?
When you ask this to Nawang, the the light keeper, something, as he's giving the files to you and you ask him, something strikes in his mind, and behind the wall there's a row of leather-bound books. He pulls one out, and the book itself, it seems like it's inside of it, everything is carbon copied from another book, and between the pages there's another page to keep everything intact, sort of like a butter paper to keep all the writings intact. Old writings, extremely old writings, symbols, charts, and everything. He flips through a ton of pages, and he says, turns to you, Jatin. I feel that it can be one of two things. not much is known about them and the ancient light keepers of thousands of years past. Uh, they were pretty cryptic in their writings, but they did give us two names: the Ndotomoshi there's a silent N at the beginning, the Ndotomoshi, or the Ndotomwuke. My servants report that Ashan said something about smoke or vapor leaving the stone building when he was clutching Divya. Now, the Ndotomoshi, it can be contained, uh, although it is made of pure smoke. The Ndotomwuke is bones, skulls. It is based around dreams and nightmares. The ancient light keepers, they weren't clear on which was which. It's just that's all we have to go with right now.
And have they
And
mentioned how to stop a beast like this?
for the Indotum, mostly it's said that it can be stopped with symbols, but it doesn't specify which ones. The Indotum Voke, usually it's a piece of bone or a piece of skull or rib cage which uh, attaches itself to uh, the person who holds it. Uh, the way to disarm or uh, kill that sort of monster is through breaking that piece of bone itself. We don't know which one it is, although both of them eventually manifest themselves in the forms of smoke.
Okay, so if
He
we got bone, if we don't find a bone to pick, we're just gonna throw random signs. Something will work.
something has to.
Yeah, I'm pretty familiar with gang signs, so I
You
can
see,
throw those up.
He pulls out he pulls out a drawer and pulls out a drawer. He opens a drawer and puts a knife on the desk. The knife itself, it's looks like it's made of obsidian, and it has that reflective nature to it. It's like glass, dark blue glass. Every with both of these things, blood is the most important part of it, whether it is to stop them or whether it is to unleash them. This piece of knife made was found 100 years ago in one of the other lighthouses in a city quite far away from here. I think this will help. Any blood drawn from this will have an effect on that creature. And he hands you all this obsidian knife. Now, we don't have a lot of time. I have a car waiting outside to take you all to that place, but that car might not be there when you leave. So you will have to be quick about it if you want to catch that ride back. We have other assignments going on at the moment as well. But yours is most pressing, so I requested it.
Of course, let's get this over with.
So, about this knife, really quick. It's you said any blood drawn from this will affect the creature. Does it have to be human blood?
It doesn't have. It doesn't specify.
Yeah, because if I trap a rat and I
Doesn't hurt to try, except it will hurt the rat.
I
I
mean,
guess.
it's okay. I guess it's okay. All right. So about this car, it's gonna fit all of us. Like, there's all of us are going, right? I'm assuming. So like 5
should.
plus a driver, or do you want us to drive, or
There will be someone there to drive.
All right, fair enough. Fuck it, I'm in.
We at this point we cut to outside. You can see there's this old that old Mercedes Benz cars with those exposed wheels, and it's not a car that belongs to a rich person, but cars are starting to become slightly common, and horse-drawn carriages are, sort of passé at this point. And we cut to inside, and all of you are sitting facing each other. And the inside of the passenger, where the passengers sit, it's still made like a carriage. Like, all of you sitting would be facing each other. The car starts, and it makes a very weird noise, but it starts, and it starts to go on the way.
I don't get
All
these
of you are
these.
inside the car right now.
Yeah, I don't get these cars, and I put it in double quotes. They're not going to last very long. I much rather prefer a horse carriage. It's sure they make a mess everywhere, but it's better than these fossil fuels that they rely on. I don't like any of it. I give it 10 years max. I don't think they're going to last beyond that.
Well, it's the thing of the future, man. You have to think about the long run. And in my studies of the different human cultures, things have always evolved, and new technology will always replace the old and mundane.
Yeah, because that's what my grandfather used to say about horses. It's like, oh, in our days, people used to walk, and there still are horses. Cars will replace horses soon.
Fair enough, but like you just said, long run, right? And I mean, think about it. Like, what runs better than a horse? Like, it's literally in the name. It's a run, and the horses. I can't.
Although a car has like 100 horsepower.
Okay. Anyway,
As this talk goes on, it's now looks like it's early morning. The sun has risen, and it is a long drive. The car is not that fast, and it takes about an hour and a half for you to reach that place. But just before you turn into the corner from the main road, where it leads uphill to where you feel that the mansion is, the driver stops. He turns around and says, she actually turns around and says, Misters and ma'am, it looks like some people are already there, and it won't do Candela any good to see a random car strolling up there. So it's you'll have to, take it up on your own from here. I'll be around somewhere here. Please feel free to come back over here, and if I notice you in about maybe an hour or so, I'll pick you up. If not, I have places to be.
I'm going to say, well, I need to get my morning steps in every day, so works for me.
oh,
Yeah.
we have to
That's
walk
the
now.
grandfather.
Fine.
Oh,
Well, I mean, I
So-
thought you did not like the cars, Shiv.
Yeah, but a horse and carriage at least would take us to the doorstep, right? And instead of walking all the way, like, do I look like the sort of person who needs any exercise? And dude is skinny as a bone. He is like, 2 extra steps and he will collapse because yeah.
In that case, Jatan replies yes, like before you finish.
Okay, remind me never to go on a mission with you
Alright.
again.
So, you all are walking towards the place,
Yeah,
right?
Shiv is muttering under his breath, complaining about how long the walk is, how his shoes don't fit properly, and there's rocks and pebbles and fucking people everywhere, and yeah, that's
How
As
far
you
do we have to walk to the place?
it's about well, it's about 500 meters uphill.
Okay.
I mean, there is a path. There is a path where cars and carriages can go. So I assume you'll be taking that path, but it is still slightly uphill.
Hmm. Okay.
So while we are walking, I just kind of slow the group down and I look at them and say, well, the driver did say that there are a few people up there. Do you think we should just, approach with caution before? Because she did mention that it's not good for Candela to see that people are meddling about in this situation. So do you guys think we should, instead of just walking up to the scene, first just assess it from afar, see who is actually at the scene, and based on that maybe just plan an approach?
Oh, you know the drill. We're not from Candela.
yeah, we're
Exactly.
security inspectors to see the how or we're from the insurance company to see how much damages are due to the girl who is sent to the hospital. Yep, that's who we are.
Works.
And I'm going to slightly retcon if it's okay with the DM. When the dude handed us the packages, he also gave us fake insurance ID cards to maintain our cover or something. Yeah.
Sure. I mean, that for that, I would say that would take up one of your gears if you're
Oh,
if you are adding that,
interesting.
and that I feel would be part of Mac's gear because he has an option for forged documents.
Oh, yeah. So,
If you want, you can choose that, but that will take up one of your gears.
so for me right now, yeah, I don't want to use this right now. I think we can. Let's say, I think we can just find the information. I think from around by just survey. I guess for like be the chameleon and just be in the vibe of the people here.
Yeah, sounds good.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so go ahead and mark that gear on your character sheet.
I thought he said he didn't want to use it.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought I heard he did want to use it for some reason. Apologies. Sure. Uh,
Okay, so if we don't
Okay,
have the first
so-
documents, that's okay. Shiv will turn to Vishwajit and just be like, I like your plan, it's a good plan, but if we only have 1 hour, I don't know how much time we can spend to scout and then also to get rid of the monster and all the other things.
Oh, yeah,
So-
yeah, of course. I mean, not spending a lot of time scouting, but just, approaching with caution is all.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm
Moreover,
okay
you
with
don't
that.
need ideas. If you just
I'll be right back.
You know.
Sorry.
lie with confidence, that's enough. They won't ask for IDs.
That too.
When have you last asked for an insurance agent's ID? That never happens. People just believe this.
That is now true. Now that you've mentioned it, Jatin, I think I've never asked for an insurance agent's ID. Hmm.
At this point, you can see a couple of what look like servants approaching, and they seem to be not in a hurry, but they seem to be, just at a quick, brisk pace as they're walking out.
I stop one of the. I don't really stop them. I just kind of glance over at them and say, what's the hurry? Where are you headed off to?
They just look at you. They're not trying. They're just trying to avoid you, and they try to walk past you. You can at this point give me a sway check
Ooh, okay.
to see if you can convince them to stop and talk to you.
All right. So
First roll.
yeah, my sway has dice 0. So, oh my god,
Wait,
Disadvantage?
you're
I am explorer.
oh, dice 0. So when you have 0 dice, you can still roll 2 dice, and you can choose and you'll have to choose the lower roll.
All right, got it.
Or you can spend drives also.
Should I spend a drive? I mean, this feels like a normal situation, right,
I
guys?
mean,
I'm just asking out of the game.
this is not a high stakes role. This is a
Yeah, exactly.
probably
Yeah,
low stakes to normal stakes.
yeah. I'll do it with the lowest result one. I'll roll 2 dice and take the lowest one.
Yeah,
Right,
like
I'm
worst case
rolling.
scenario,
Sure.
they what? They don't believe us. It's
Oh
fine.
my god, 5 and 1.
Oh no.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
absolute failure.
they just ignore you and uh, like you see other two people come from behind, uh, you know, uh, from that mansion itself, and these people they signal that other people to just shush.
Oh, okay. Hmm.
Can I do what is called a absolutely pro gamer move? I have
Uh-huh.
You're gonna.
I have a hand weapon. Can I just?
Oh boy.
I, wa- I won't do it, but do you think this is an opportune moment to pull out, um, uh, uh, a pew pew shoot shoot thing, and wave it around and act bizarre?
Yeah.
Or should
I
we
would say
say?
if you do that, any action that you do will make it into a slightly higher stakes role.
Okay, fair enough. I will save that in my back pocket for later if we need to get out in a hurry. But it's fine, right? It's fine. We're just gonna. They ignored us. So we ignore them and walk past?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you see Vishwajit as he tried to talk to them, but they just ignored and walked past. You see him showing as if it doesn't affect him, but visibly you can see it has. It's like how the fuck did they just not?
I'm just
Never
gonna.
mind. Let's move on ahead, people. Let's missions ahead.
Just gonna put a hand on his shoulder. There, buddy. It's okay. It happens to the best of us. We move on.
You guys approach the mansion, and there's no gate as such to the mansion right now, and there's not a lot of people around. But once you approach the side of the mansion, there are still some uh, servants out there sweeping and cleaning the mansion around it, the main mansion itself. But when you come to the side of the building, uh, you can see one person who is sort of tired, almost sleeping on the uh, on the side of the door of the stone building where reportedly the incident took place. and their hat is sort of covering their face, and hand has a cigar, lightly dressed, but still a very light coat put on them. Um, and it's just like they're supposed to sit guard, but they're not. They don't want to be here. That person.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Interesting.
PJL walk. Can it okay, PJL walk through that man. Is it like, oh, hi, why are you here? Hi, hello. He just waved his
That
hand.
that man gives a jolt and says, "Whoa, whoa, whoa, whoa! Sorry, this is OUP business, and nothing has happened. Everything is all right, and just this is a new place, and I'm supposed to be here and just take care of it. Hello, my name is uh, Abdul Hamid, and yeah, how can I help you?
Oh, I just think that you look so bored, and it's just like I want to talk to you.
It's not a right time to talk. I think you should go. Everything's all right, but this is now private property, and I've been hired to keep this place as it is. And trespassers aren't welcome over here. So um, it would be best if you would go on your way. Thank you. Have a good day.
Oh yeah, but do you know where the place like I I just want some food around here, and just I don't know where to go. Do you have some recommendation for me?
Uh, Before, I would ask you to give me a sway roll again.
Sway. Okay, I have.
Yeah, this is slightly medium stakes,
Yeah.
and this person doesn't look like they. This person has a sort of a badge uh, on their coat which says OUP, and you as Candela members know that means Office of Unexplained Phenomena. They are, uh, I would say, a poor man's police force, and their charge is to, just keep all of these phenomena, hush hush,
Hmm. Can
so
I
that
help?
general public doesn't get to know about it. Yes, you
Okay.
absolutely can. You
I'm going.
can give them a drive.
Oh, okay. How? Like mechanically, how does it
Uh,
work?
so you can, so you can spend one of your own drives. If you have drives in cunning, you can
Oh,
give one of your drives to Mac, and they will add one extra dice to their roll.
okay, sure. I'll give you one cunning drive, and
Oh, thank you.
I'll go up to him
And
and say, well, my friend Chest. Of course, we know nothing has happened here, and that's exactly what we're here to report. I'm
Okay.
sort of I'm playing into a like a we're also part of the OUP, and we're just like going to just make a report and nothing else.
mhm.
Uh,
So I'm
so I'm
So
gonna roll.
Mac, you're rolling. You have one dice in sway, and you will roll one extra from Kush's dice
Okay.
drives.
So
So you will be rolling two dices.
2 dice.
And
Okay. Um. Oh my gosh! I got 1 and 2.
oh no.
Okay.
Oh,
Uh, so I guess, Kush, you will get your drive back
oh, okay.
because
Drive back.
of yeah, because of that ability, the circle ability, I believe.
Oh, yeah, because I helped. Right. Okay.
Yeah.
First in fine. So you'll get your drive back, but you do fail. I would say you can you he is not convinced, and he is now on his guard. That person, Abdul Hamid, he suspects that a lot of strange people have come here suddenly. What are they on about? Which organization they might be from? You guys can still try, but you'll have to do something different.
Okay, how about this? How old are you?
Uh, you're talking to Abdul?
Yeah, Abdul.
Yeah. I'm at a respectable age.
Well, do you have a partner? Children?
Uh, you see his slight smile on his face. Uh, no children, but my partner Masood, he's lovely,
Well, that's
and he's you can see he's starting to soften a bit because nobody generally asks how a person is doing.
well, how
So
about
while you two talk, I try to uh to sneak uh to sneak out of the conversation and try to um find some back door, I guess. Yeah.
since helping is free, I'm gonna try to help you
There
again. But
is no back. I'll tell you that there's no back door. There's just one door, and you guys are standing in front of it.
Okay. Hmm.
okay, so I was talking to him. How about you just let us through for now? Won't be long, maybe 5, 10 minutes. Just have to write a little report, and in return, and I just like open up my fingers, and you see there's nothing. Then I turn my hand around and turn it again, and there is a 50 rupee note. How about you get something
Uh-huh.
special for your partner tonight? I'm
Uh,
gonna try them.
give, yeah. Please give me a sway check for this.
Yes.
This is now slightly again. This is again about that same stakes.
Yep. So I have 2 dice, and I'm gonna add a die for 3 dice, right?
And one of your dice is gilded.
Yeah. So okay, I only have 2 dice here. Let me just give me a moment. I'll pick one more up.
Is there a way that I can help without necessarily expending my drives? Like if I also
You
help.
can you can help narratively, but if you want to help mechanically, you will have to spend a drive.
Okay, I think I'm going to help narratively by just since I've been behind him so far, Jatin, right? Yeah, I've been behind Jatin so far. I just take a little step forward and I'm like, plus you've been, you've been standing guard, sitting guard, whatever. You've been on guard for a long time. I'm sure you'd want a break, right? And the usually stern-faced Dr. M gives the warmest smile that she can.
And if I may add, you
Mm-hmm.
can help without giving away your drive because helping gets you 1 drive back
Helping get you right.
because of the guild move, circle move,
Is that
circle
only if
ability.
I give the drive? But if I don't give the drive, that doesn't work mechanically, right?
Yeah. In this case, you will have to. Again, she hasn't expended any drives yet. So if you again think of it this way, you already have a gilded action through which you can earn your drive back. But
Yeah,
again, an
I
ally has to help you mechanically to get a drive back.
so I
So I'm
rolled a
just
two,
gonna do a
three.
narrative.
Yeah.
Sorry, Kush.
And this is just a narrative. Okay, so
So I rolled a
Uh,
2, 3, and a 6, but the gilded die is a 3. So I will actually not take it. I'll take the success. I'll take the 6.
Definitely, absolutely. That's amazing. That's a full success. And uh, he just quickly grabs that 50 rupee note and pockets it inside his coat and says, I think this calls for a walk along the park. I can't take them. I can take my Masood for a nice dinner until it's dark outside. But I can maybe think of a poetry while I take a walk along the hills for him. And he just walks on, and he just like nods at you, and it says, uh, "May may the OUP thrive, my friend." And he walks off.
I tip my head and we walk in.
Yeah. Oh, you you're so great at your job. Oh, I'm impressed. Oh, I guess
Thank you.
we're gonna come in. Uh, I turn my head to the other. It's like, come, hey, come here. It's safe. And walk
All of
to
you
it.
enter this. All of you enter this place. Open the door, and because of the sunlight outside right now, it's illuminated. Inside, you can see it's still quite dusty inside, and where the door is with the gold and emerald inlays with two eyes, there's no lock anymore. On the floor, you can see a place where a object like a lock might have fallen, but it's not there anymore. And there is a rusted hinge of the lock that you can see it's lying there. And the door is slightly ajar.
This is the entrance to the mansion.
No, this is entrance. This is the small stone building at the side of the mansion.
Oh, okay. And that's where the thing happened.
Yep, yep.
Okay, the door is ajar. I'll go. I'll if no one else wants to, I'll go in.
You enter, and mm, you see there are strange on each of the wall. It's now dimly illuminated because again because of the sunlight, and the room itself is huge. It's about 12 feet by 12 feet square room, and on each of the walls you can see there are symbols in it's like ancient symbols marked with uh, what feels like paint
Mm-hmm.
uh, on each of the same symbol on each of the walls, on each of the four walls. If you just turn around and look, the symbol itself is one circle, and on each, well, since the circle has no sides, but just imagine on the top left, there's a semicircle, same on the other side, and same below. So it's not circles within circles, but it's like half circles and a circle in between.
Like the Candela
And on
Obscura.
top of it, not exactly like, and not really Candela Obscura. Candela Obscura is more like a circle within a circle within a circle. It's like, but this is like a circle and half circles which are sort of overlapping the circles.
Ah, okay. Okay. Okay, I see.
Uh, and it it feels like somebody dipped a finger in sort of dark maroon paint and drew these circles with a finger. I would like you to give me if you want to know what this does, I would like you to give me a focus or a sense check.
Okay, I could do sense, but before that, I would like to extend it to others as well. Okay. Any one of you know what to make of this?
Well,
Um,
I have no clue at all.
Yeah, I don't understand this stuff. It's not my specialty.
And when
Okay.
you say that it's not your specialty, you see Vishwajit just looking at you doubtfully.
I have a
Um,
4 on sense.
Sorry?
Doctor, do you know about this? So I don't have knowledge of it.
Push, did you roll for sense?
Yes, I got a 4.
Okay, on a 4, it's a mixed success. So, I would say this looks like what Nawang described earlier, that symbols being written to trap a monster that has been done by occultists of the past. But at the same time, uh, you hear outside the same man, Abdul. Uh, I don't feel so good about you guys inside of here. I think you should. I think you should get out now. And you see that he's sort of reaching into his back pocket.
Uh, I'm gonna flick my hand again. How about another 50?
This you'll have to give me another sway roll, but this is a high stakes roll.
I would like to help him by offering some money from my side.
Narratively,
Yes. No, I mean with the drive.
all right, okay. So you can
Uh,
expend your drive, and
This is
So my-
sway, right? So cunning.
So my red dice is the gilded dice, and I have a 5 as the highest, not on the gilded. I'll take the 5.
Nice.
all right. Again, a mixed success. Uh, you both of you hand the money out, and at the same time, Abdul, he pulls out a small, not a small, a decently sized revolver, and points it at your face. Um, comes up to you, grabs the money from your hand, and says, "Get out now."
Oh.
All right, fuck it.
I-
I'm gonna. Do I have time to react or?
You again, you do have time to react, but depends on your role what happens.
Oh, okay. So basically, what I'm trying to do is, while he's reaching into his back pocket, I'm gonna take a step behind.
He has already taken out. He has already taken out the revolver. That was like
Okay.
a quick motion.
Okay, fair enough.
When he gave the money.
Okay, so I'm gonna still take a step behind Vishwajit, so that my right hand is hidden behind his body. Reach into my pocket and pull out my own revolver as well, and I'm gonna aim it at him. If we're doing this full. What's the word? Cowboy standoff style.
Standoff.
Mexican standoff, yeah.
Yep. I point the
All
weapon
right.
at him, and I'm like, "Look, there's 5 of us. There's 1 of you. All of us have guns. I'm the only one who pulled mine out fast enough." There's a joke here. Somewhere we'll talk about that later. Do you really want to take these chances?
First of all, please mark that hand weapon gear on your sheet. As you do that and you sort of uh, crack a joke. Uh, he is gonna turn that from Kush's face to your face right now, uh, cocked it, and it seems like he's about to shoot.
Oh,
Fuck it.
all right. Oh yeah,
I'm
go
gonna
ahead.
use my special
You're sorry.
prestige. I'm gonna use my prestige. I'm going to roll sense. And on a success, I can do magic.
Ooh.
So sense is 2
All right.
is a 3 and a 5. 5 is still a success, right? Even though partial.
Yes, it is a yes. It is a
Um,
success. So tell me what you do in this moment.
As I have handed him money, my hand is still in the air, very close to him, and I just touch his revolver very gently, like very nonchalantly, and the gun starts to heat in his hand, and he cannot hold the hot gun anymore, and it drops.
Let's go.
He's like, and he drops and he's holding his hand like he's got like almost like second degree burns in his hand. It hurts him like really badly. And
Sure.
you have a very short moment right now, or you have a short opening right now.
Someone strike him down.
Yeah,
Uh,
I jump on the gun and grab it as it falls and aim it right back at him.
It's all right. You're grabbing the dropped gun.
Yes.
I'm just
Since
gonna
it's still, since,
go ahead. Sorry.
since it's still heated, I would say please go ahead and take a body mark for
Oh
this.
my god. All
Oh.
right.
Oh, by the way, I also take a blade mark for doing magic.
That's correct.
Okay. So in the meantime, I'm gonna clock him in the jaw with my elbow. Try to knock him out. I don't know if there is a strike thing, right?
There is a strike roll. You can do a strike roll.
Okay. Instead of a strike, actually, I was thinking instead of an elbow, can I like tackle him to the ground instead? Just spear him.
You can. On the just as a retort to what the role was earlier, it was a mixed success. So his hand is hurting, and if you do try to tackle him down, there it will be like cornering a scared mouse. They might attack you badly back out of anger,
Okay.
out of hurt.
So I'm not trying to hurt him. I just want to
Whatever. Yeah,
what's the word?
Sure.
Just incapacitate him for the time being. So I think
bring it.
just knocking him out would be
Uh-huh,
better than
uh-huh.
instead of tackling.
Yeah, sure. Please go ahead and give me a strike roll for this.
All right, don't fuck me here.
In the meantime, when they fight each other, I just want to read something. I just want to know that if that man knows about the magic or see any this sort of thing, and I just want to know what he know, and is it like he wants us to get out because it's his property, or because he want us to get out because he want to what can I say, to protect about magic or anything? Yeah.
So, as Candela members, I would say you all know that he is part of an organization whose whole task is to keep magic occurrences hidden from everyone, from the general public, and they aren't enemies of Candela Obscura, but they don't see eye to eye, and they are sometimes they they try to not just contain it, but just try to dispel all rumors about magic and just to shoo everyone away from it.
Okay.
Oh, I rolled a 6, by the way.
Oh, oh, fuck.
Wow.
Okay. So, I would still say, with a 6, you are successful. You just sort of tackle him and you do successfully knock him down. But not but not before he manages to pull out a knife. And as you're sort of tackling him down, he sort of slashes upwards as he's falling down, and gashes behind your hand on your tricep a bit. And I would say, please take another body mark. But
This is my
now,
first
once he
one, though,
falls
right?
down, the knife. Yes, and the once he falls down, the knife goes out of his hand. The wind is knocked out of him, and he just falls down, breathless.
I'm just gonna gasp in pain. Look down at his lifeless, or like at his not lifeless, but like his unconscious form, and just mutter a curse word under my breath. This piece of shit, dumbass. Grab his knife, and then I'm gonna tie him up and leave him wherever. This is like I'm gonna tie him up, and then I'm gonna prop him up so he's sitting and he's not laying on the cold floor, and just prop him up against the wall, and leave him there for now. All right. Now that that's over, can we get the fuck out?
Again, for tying up, you don't have a rope, or do you?
Oh, it's like
I
that.
can like
I mean,
tear
that's a
my
gear.
sari. I can tear
Sorry?
like my sari and give it.
Sure.
Like not the
I'll
whole
allow it.
sari,
That's-
obviously, just like the
I
pallu
know,
portion.
I know. You can do that. I would say you won't be able to tie him. You will be able to, tie his wrists, tie ankles.
Yeah, basically, like the plan is to put his arms behind his back, tie them together, and then tie his hands to his knees. Sorry, to his ankles. Right. That way he can't. Even if he gets up,
Okay.
he can't do much. And whatever's left of the
Sure.
pallu portion, I will stuff it in his mouth so he can't yell. We're going
Sure.
overboard now.
Sure.
What was the name of his husband
Yeah.
or partner?
Masood.
Masood. Okay. I'm just gonna lean down to him and say, you should have just taken the money. Masood won't even miss you.
He's not dead.
He
Oof, boy.
he he's not dead. He's not also unconscious, but he's just like wind has been knocked out of him, and he's just trying to catch his breath at the moment. And as soon as you say that, his eyes sort of flare in anger.
Now stay down.
All right. Let's not antagonize the security guard. That's as much as I think it's funny to whatever. Let's not antagonize him, please. All right. I think we wasted enough time dealing with this bullshit. Can we get on with what we came here to do? And I motion to the rest of us to walk away out of earshot of this dude so he doesn't hear what we're talking about.
Oh, wait, we can't just go. This is where we need to figure shit out, right?
At this point, I would say since he's not lying down, basically lying sideways, or is he sitting right now? What did you guys do exactly?
He is sitting, but like very awkwardly. Like he can't get up. He can't stand up. If he tries to stand, he'll fall over.
So from his pant pocket, you can see a note that is sort of almost about to fall.
Ooh, what is that? Is that a love letter? I'm gonna snatch it up.
And you can see visibly now Abdul is like,
Yeah, whatever.
He's doing.
Shut up. I don't want to hear any of that.
On the letter, it's not a job letter, but it's detailing what Abdul has to do, and it's about one. It details out his timing for the for guarding this place, and when this organization Eons, it is called, which you guys know as Exoteric Order of New Sciences, can come and examine this place in detail, and beneath it is signed Mr. Bailey Roberts.
Do we know who that is?
Yeah, you know that this place had been uncovered by Mr. Bailey Roberts, as you know he's one of the uh, well-known businessman in this city. He owns a lot of furniture shops and is now venturing into coal mining.
Oh, it's that dude.
And
Okay. I forgot his name.
yeah, one of his main shops is Roberts Almiraz.
Yep.
That's his factory where he works, where he usually sits. That's what you got an idea from Nawan.
So,
So-
Mr. Bailey Roberts is an Eons guy?
It seems like it.
Not sure, but maybe he's just adjacently associated.
Of course,
Okay,
it's a
so,
rich billionaire
but-
behind the weird shit.
Yeah,
Why am I not surprised?
Well, I mean,
the thing is,
yeah, go ahead.
the thing is signed by whom? The letter that it's signed by Eons or
it's signed by Bailey Roberts.
oh,
Yeah, well,
I
then
see.
Hmm.
But we know it's Eons letter because it says like he has to do this for Eons.
Yes.
Okay, so that also means that he is not. That also means that he's not from OUP, or he works for OUP, but he's a double agent.
Maybe OOP works for
Maybe you don't know.
So does he have the OUP tag, name tag? He was wearing a uniform, or or did he say he was from OUP? I can't remember.
So on his jacket, there is an OUP tag that's there, but you don't know if he's from OUP or not.
So
Can we
what
go
I'm
through his pockets?
Sure. You can rummage his pockets right now.
Yeah, so let's see what everything that he has, and if there's anything that will tell us what's going on here.
There's some... Sorry?
I'm also very, I mean, yeah, along with that, I'm also very curious about why he suddenly changed his mind about letting us in. He did let us in very casually.
Yeah, it was almost
so
like he
you
got
do-
possessed.
Yeah. Or is it a different person?
No, it's the same person,
It's
right?
the same person. Yeah. So you do find the money that you gave him, tucked neatly inside, and there's just a few coins inside. There's there's again OUP identification with this person, and in one of his other pockets there is very, it's all, you almost don't find it, but in a band there are a few more 50 rupee notes that are tied up, almost like a cigarette, almost like it won't be found in normal rummaging. It's rolled so tightly.
So I'm going to tell the rest of the team what I found, and I'm going to say everybody who gave him money, which was then futile, gets their money back. And I'm gonna say that there are these tightly rolled 50 rupee notes, and I feel like maybe he is doing work for Eons on the side for extra cash. It looks to me like that. And I'm also going to take his OUP ID because it might be useful later.
Hmm.
So I don't like speculating, but I feel like maybe OUP is working in tandem with Eons. I don't know. This guy doesn't look like someone who would go out on his own. But like, I'm not a very good judge of character that way either. But I feel like it's either one of those two options. But still doesn't explain why he changed his mind. It's very, very strange, just to say the least. I suggest if we can figure something out. Do we want to question him, or do we want to just keep going with our whatever this is and leave? What do we think?
I would
mean,
very
we
much like to
don't
do
know.
Okay. So then let's question him first. Then I guess if that's everyone is on board with that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. I'm
All
going to
right.
remove the.
So you prop him up, and
Yep.
you're removing the gag.
Yep. Oh no! Wait. Before I remove the gag, I'm
All
gonna
right.
look him right in the eyes and be like, "If you make a sound, I will use this gun." That's all I
use
say.
the knife. It's more painful and silent.
Fair enough. Yes. Okay. If you make a sound, I will use the knife, and then I remove. I don't even wait for his response, and I remove the gag.
Fuck you. He spits at you.
Okay. I'm going to dramatically make a show of wiping the spit off my wherever he spat at me, and I'm going to reach forward and I'm going to wipe it off on his forehead. Go fuck yourself first.
What are you doing in my swamp?
That was just unnecessary and rude and just.
How did you even make spit after there was a cloth in your mouth?
The human body is very strange. It can
That was
produce
a
spit
very
whenever
dry.
it needs.
That was a very dry, thick spit. You know, that extremely white kind of thing.
Oh boy.
From the throat.
You know, the kind of spit that can go for if you spit it, you can literally launch it at someone. That kind. I don't know why I'm describing it in such texture. All right. I would say at this point, if you're questioning him, I would ask you to first give me a read rule, any of you.
I think
A
I
read
can.
check.
I have read one, but I'm gonna use dive. One die.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. So it's 2. Come on. I'm sorry. Oh my gosh.
Not a
what?
problem.
I'm gonna use my resistance.
Oh damn.
And,
Okay, let's go.
Yeah. And roll. Okay, it's 3. It is
3
success.
is still a failure. 3 is still a failure. 4 or 5 is a mixed success.
Okay. That's okay.
Not a
That's
problem
okay.
at all. Not a problem at all, my man. But I would say his body is pretty stiff right now, and like in the way it's looking at all of you. If you're going to question him, you can the way you try to question him will determine the the stakes, I would say.
Okay, very simple question.
Go
You
ahead.
let us go at first.
Yeah.
Then why did you come back?
Why did you come back?
Why did you come back? Then 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 why did you come
Okay. Give me a sway. Give me a sway check.
Oh, okay. Should I use? I'll use a drive.
Mhm.
Um,
Sure.
that.
Use all your drives right now.
Oh no, that's two ones and a two.
Oof.
All
That's a
right.
two. So
Uh,
three.
mm, yeah. Unfortunately, that's a failure. But looks like you know that I'm at a job and oh, I just got distracted for a minute and yeah, looks like I'm not good at my job, but fuck you anyway.
So much
Hey, why don't
hostility.
you right there, tied up like that?
I
Sorry?
No, I was just like saying "fuck you" back.
Oh,
Wow, your language is so. Uh, I understand you want to do your job. I know. Oh, but please, we have a job too, so don't make us do harder job. I want to do this quick. Okay?
your job? Your job? What about my job? I have to do this shitty thing for no money. All the money I get is from double fucking timing every time. Do you think I'm going to tell you what the people are doing, what everybody is doing?
bro,
Do I care? No.
we just gave you 100 fucking rupees to not fuck with us, but you chose to come back and attack us. So this is on you. It's all your fault. I don't know what you're getting so upset about.
I'm getting upset because I am bad at my fucking job and I know who you guys are. You're fucking Candela, aren't you? Aren't you guys? Oh,
Can what?
fuck.
Can what? What's a candle? I mean, all I know is what? Do we look like things that can be lit to generate light? What the fuck is a candle? Candela.
Yeah, I'm interested. What is a candela?
Candelier?
You can see his problem. He is like sort of, and there's sort of mixture of anger, confusion, everything on his face, and he's he's at an impasse right now. You have one last chance to give you some answers.
If
I'd
if
like
One
if
to
last sway check.
I'd like
I
to sit on the floor cross. Sorry, go. You want to go
no, go
ahead,
ahead, go
coach?
ahead. No, go ahead.
I want to sit on the floor cross-legged, but far away enough that he can't launch at me. I know he's tied, but still. Because I just want to level with him, and I want to again smile and say, "I hear you." Like eons doesn't pay you enough. You gotta do what you have to do to take care of yourself and your loved ones. I get it. So you get some money on the side from, sorry, OUP doesn't pay you enough. So you get some money on the side from Eons, you do some work for them. You get some money from somebody else, you do some work for them. I get it. And I smile, and it's like, so what, Mr. Bailey Roberts, how well do you know?
Give me a sway check.
I would like to help.
Uh,
Uh,
yes, please
by
help. And I would say I would say it's a high stakes role because he is so scared as shit out of his mind right now that he would attempt to harm himself.
Harm
okay.
himself? Oh my god.
So I should not have. Okay, cool. Okay. The way I wanted to help was when he mentioned you guys are Candela. I would just like bend down to him and ask him, "What do you think Candela is?" And he would answer something along the lines of, "It's a top secret organization that deals in magical mishaps and such. And I would say, so you think we are from a super elite, super secret, magical organization, and yet you decide to not take the money and to fuck with us and try to intimidate him like that.
Okay, that's cool. So you're giving one drive
Yes.
to Sirius? Yes.
Okay.
So please,
Cool.
this is going to be a sway check. This is going to be a high stakes roll.
Okay. Oh no. That's a 1 and a 2 and a 3.
Oh God.
What are these
Okay.
fucking rolls
Oh
today?
no!
At
The
least
drive
at
went
least you get your drive back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh shit. uh, all of this information pouring and your intimidation, Kush, say, Apala, the way you spoke to him, you have that professor vibe, strict professor vibe, who would, expel you for just, making a typo error. That sort of vibe you
Yes,
give out.
this
Uh,
is true. She is very strict. Oh no.
uh, he's just like, and he on the at this point he is by the wall, and he just shoves his head backwards like multiple times. Thunk, thunk, thunk. He hits his head on the back, and
Can
it
I stop
starts
him?
to bleed.
Can I try to stop him from harming
You
himself?
you are not that. By the time you
Wait.
reach him, he has knocked himself out.
Oh no. He's not dead, right?
And he's not dead. You can feel him breathing. There's
Yeah.
a cut on his head. He'll be really bruised and he'll have headache for weeks, probably. But he is not dead.
Okay. All right.
At least he won't make more noise.
Maybe I should just roll
Uh,
online. Oh my god. This was like my physical dice. No.
I just
And that-
watch this happen. I'm just gonna sigh and walk away. Like just sigh and just turn around and deep breath before I turn back to the rest of the party and just, all right, I guess that's done. Can we figure out what's up with the door now?
Yeah. Did any one of you bring a bleed detector or something?
Oh, fuck it, yeah, sure, I have a bleed detector. Or if someone else wants to use
Oh.
one, it's all good.
Yeah, I was muted. I have. Vishwajit says, yeah, I did bring one.
Describe to me what your bleed detector looks like and what do you do with it?
So my bleed detector is somewhat like a gun. It has a trigger that you pull with your finger. You hold it like a gun. It has like a LED bulb on top of it, and has like two like cathode anode kind of things in front, like a horseshoe magnet in front, a magnet in front of it, but it's very slim. And once you pull the trigger, that is when it starts detecting bleed. And I aim it towards the door, and I pull the trigger, and I kind of just wave it in front of the door to see what it is. And when it detects bleed, the LED on top of the mechanism, the gun, it glows, and the brighter it glows, the stronger the bleed is.
So I would say the door was already open at this point when
Mhm.
Kush entered.
Mhm.
You point it towards the symbols painted,
Mhm.
and those symbols painted do emit some amount of bleed. But there is also some bleed coming from one of you. Uh, who has the obsidian dagger?
Oh yeah, who
Not
kept it?
my style.
Mm, I think that time I will I keep that obsidian knife because I think it's so beautiful and I love to have beautiful things with me, and yeah, it's with me.
Oh well.
So, Akhil, J-
Mhm.
Jatin, sorry, I keep forgetting Crispy's name, Vishwajit. As you're,
Vishwajit.
just turning around, pointing the bleed detector at all the walls. Those symbols, all drawn or painted, uh, they do emit some sort of bleed, and as you accidentally point towards Pishaya, uh, there's the bulb starts to grow brighter and brighter, and you s- you figure it out that it's probably coming from the dagger.
All right. Yeah, I show it to the others as well. And at first, for a fraction of a second, I just look at Pishaya with like great suspicion, but then I realize probably it's the is the knife. And yeah, I show it to others, and I'm like, so what do you guys think? What do you guys make of this? There's a little bit of bleed that is being detected from the symbols, but the knife itself is a very strong source of bleed, which kind of
I'll take
makes
it.
sense if it's gonna be used in the process of killing or capturing the monster, right? The creature.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I think we can say that we have so much time to observe the location, right? Um, so uh, I have the skill. It is called Scout, that I can spend my intuition dive, uh, one dive,
Mm-hmm.
to ask the question. Yeah. So
Ah,
yeah, I want to ask the question that what do
mm-hmm.
I what okay, I see that the bleed is from dagger, is from the side, is from many things. So in his head, he's like, what do I have to do next? What what I what I haven't seen, or there's something I can do right now.
So, first of all, go ahead and mark that uh, drive off. Reduce one drive, uh, one intuition drive from your currents,
Yes.
and you realize at the moment there's nothing much that you can do, but you get the idea when Nawang told all of you uh, that blood might somehow be involved in it to capture this creature or monster in one place. You start to put two and two together. It feels like all of these symbols that are drawn, they're not painted with a color, they are painted with blood, those symbols on the wall. And you feel like that was what was used, those symbols uh, to capture that monster in this place. You also get an idea it doesn't have to be a huge stone room to capture that place. It's smoke, from what Nawang told you. It is. Uh, it can be contained in places large or small.
Okay. Uh, I tell the other that I think maybe we should track the blood on the wall. I can't remember what that man say. What is obsidian knife can do? I'm not sure that it tracks something, right?
So the obsidian knife, it will any blood drawn from it will have a negative effect on the creature that it is being used on. The blood that is being used on. It sort of changes the blood in some way.
Okay. So
So yeah, probably the monster here who was captured by people long gone. They probably use their I don't know, their blood or somebody else's blood to capture this creature with these
Okay,
symbols.
we haven't really seen the monster yet, have we? We just were told that it's either
No.
the smoke monster
You just
or the
give-
other one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so if it's the smoke monster,
But both
then
can manifest in themselves in smoke.
oh, okay.
Like even with the skull, that still carries a lot of smoke around it. That bone sort of a monster, they're still involved with smoke and vapor.
Right. So the just to get my bearings right, we are currently standing outside this door which has the writing on it, right? Or are we in a room which has writing on it?
Yeah, or I guess you would be just inside the room or at the door, looking inside.
So the writing is it on the door? Is it in the wall, on the walls inside the room? Where is it?
It's on the writing. That symbol is on each wall.
Okay. The wall. No. Okay. Which wall? Is it the walls that are inside that are through the door, or is it?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Makes sense. And how big is this room where the door leads?
It's about 12 feet by 12 feet.
Okay.
Around that, 10 to 12 feet each side.
All right. Here's what I'm thinking. It's a smoke monster. We don't really need to lock it up in here. What we can do is, we haven't seen it yet. We don't even know what summons it or what causes it to show up. This is me talking to the party. So what I'm thinking is we figure out a way to lure it out. We trap it in the smallest vial we can find. That way, it's very difficult for it to accidentally get opened, because I feel like blocking it back up where it was just leads to more chances of it being reopened again, unless we somehow cement up the door and pretend like the door never existed in the first place, which is going to be another big problem, in my opinion. So what do you guys think? I think the smart play here would be, if someone has a bleed containment vial, we mark that with blood and try to lure the thing into it somehow.
Yeah, and give it to the candle keeper.
Yep, and then we can put the vial in a bucket full of cement, and that way it's very difficult for it to get out. Or we toss it into the bottom of the ocean, right?
Yeah, something like that. I mean, making.
Candela doesn't want you to toss anything into the ocean. They want to contain it, not throw it somewhere where accidentally it might get found.
Fair enough. Yeah. So we put it in a vial, and then we put the vial in cement, and we keep it safe somewhere. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, that makes sense.
All right. So who has a bleed containment vial?
I could. Yeah, I have a bleed containment vial.
Perfect.
But do we need a bleed containment vial, or do we need just like any any vial for this, because I believe bleed containment would contain the thinning, not a beast.
Oh,
Bleed
yeah.
containment while would only contain bleed. These monsters, they emanate bleed. They give off bleed. They
Got
are not bleed itself.
got
Okay, makes
Yeah,
sense.
we'll find a random place somewhere.
So then, yeah, maybe we. So would I have a water bottle on me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna drink the water, and I'm gonna. Okay. This is the vial. We mark it with blood, and then we lower the beast in here. Does that work?
Yeah, and it has to be blood taken from the obsidian knife.
Yeah. I mean, we have a sacrifice right here. I point at the dude who's unconscious. You know,
I
we
was
can
just
just.
gonna say
Yeah.
that.
Look at that. We're on the same
Okay,
page.
yeah.
Hell yeah.
Says the man who was gonna like draw blood from a rat.
I mean,
I mean, look at this guy. He's worse than a rat.
yeah.
Fair enough. Yep. I'm all in.
Perfect. And now all we have to do is figure out how we lower the smoke monster into this water bottle.
I feel slightly bad for Abdul, but I know that it's better him than any of us, I guess.
Listen, I would have felt bad for him if
Poor
he hadn't
Masood.
tried to double cross us. Like before
Yeah.
that,
Fair
I felt
enough.
kind of bad, but after he was like, "No, I'll take your money and I'm going to shoot you in the face." Now I'm like, "You deserve what
I
you get."
know. I'm just a softie. He spoke about his significant other, and
Yeah,
now
we,
I'm thinking about his significant.
we leave him some bandages and like some extra money so that he can patch up his wounds and take his significant other out on a date. That's
If
we
it
can do that.
If he exists.
Oh shit, yeah. Maybe the monster is taking the form of a significant other. Oh shit. Okay. Conspiracy theories. Let's go.
Oh no.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. So what do you do?
We still don't know how to lower this fucking thing here, right? So first, let's just. I'm
You
gonna
can try.
use the knife, cut this dude's arm a little bit, and then draw the symbols on the outside of the water bottle. Same symbols that are on the walls and on the door, I think. And
Are you sure we can't use a rat? I'm just feeling bad.
You'll have to go find and capture a rat.
yeah,
That's a whole other side quest.
Alright,
Yeah, this
never
guy
mind.
literally is a rat. He's double.
This is an old place. You're telling me there's not one rat.
no, okay. Finding a rat is fine, but then we're gonna have to capture it. I didn't
It
bring
was-
a rat trap with me.
Okay, never mind. Go ahead. I'm just.
No, I understand. I completely understand. It sucks when you have to hurt one of our own. And I say one of our own as in the fact that he's human, not because he's one of us. Because obviously this guy's a traitor and he's not part of whatever. But it still stings to hurt a fellow human and trying to help other humans with it's an existential crisis waiting to happen. That's what it is. But it is what it is,
Alright.
unfortunately.
So you cut him up, not cut him up, but you
Just a
you
scratch.
draw blood.
Yep.
Yeah. And as you do that, you take the knife from Pishaya, and you draw a little bit of blood from the hand, and the obsidian light gives a slight glow to it. The blood that is drawn is slightly darker than what blood color usually is. Outside, uh, wind starts to pick up.
Oh, there we go.
What
Suddenly, suddenly the sunlight is blocked out as the door is completely engulfed in black smoke.
Hmm.
To vertical eyelids open, showing yellow irises, almost golden irises. What do you do?
Showtime.
Yeah, I'm gonna stare it right in the face while I'm marking the symbols on on the bottle. Damn, those are some really pretty eyes. Do you have a human form, or do you just exist as smoke? I'm just completely. I'm basically trying to distract it while I do the stuff that's needed to be done.
Or a bone form, maybe.
Oh yeah, yes. Yes, a bone.
The smoke sort of starts to turn into a figure as it approaches you. It feels like it has 4 legs, like 4 legs made out of smoke. The eyes are hovering with the smoke as they approach you, and just about while as they're approaching your bleed containment vial, the eyes, the irises go dilate to the maximum. Its eyes. It looks at you, but it's sort of looking beyond you. Uh, First of all, please go ahead and take 2 bleed marks for me.
Huh?
Me?
Yes.
Okay.
And tell me what does bleed feel like to you?
So, okay, so it feels like it starts out as like a dull, throbbing pain. And initially, I don't really pay much attention to it because it kind of sort of is pain. Pain is kind of sort of like a byproduct of not getting enough sleep and being emo and edgelord. So at this point, like I'm not really that affected by it. It's like, okay, great. That's another thing to worry about eventually. But as the pain begins to grow, it sort of takes a life of its own, and it's like I can feel it inside of me, like beginning to root deep into my very being. It starts out from one arm, and it snakes its way upwards. And I look down at my hand, and I can't really see anything, but I can feel. It feels like venom when you get bit by like a snake or something. It feels like the venom is traveling up my arm, and I feel it go up to my elbow, and it goes up to my shoulder, and it stops right at my chest. That's yeah. And I don't really see anything, but I can feel
Love that.
Yeah. I can feel my arm beginning to wither from the inside, or at least that's what it feels like. That's how intense the pain is.
Mhm.
And I almost dropped the vial, but I by instinct I just clutch onto it as harder almost, and it's that's it.
As you feel that, you can see one of its, sort of smoky legs go into the bleed containment vial. One of them starts to engulf uh, uh, engulf Abdul, who's now starting to, wither in pain, is sort of twitching right now. Uh, just as you think that, you are, it is going the way you have planned, it almost feels like the smoke itself shakes itself in some way. You know how an animal shakes off something, you know, uh, shake something off of their body, like a dog, how they shake something out of their body. It sort of shakes uh, the whole smoky form itself, and it flies out of the building in the direction of the city.
Oh fuck.
Huh? What did we do wrong?
At this point, Abdul, because of the extra pain that he received because of the monster's interaction, he starts to breathe heavily. His eyes open. It's wide open. It's like almost he wants to pop his own eyes out.
Can I attempt to calm him in any way?
Sure. I think this would either be a control check or a sway check. Your choice.
To do a sway, I have one extra dice. You know what? I'll roll online. I don't want to take.
Sure.
I would like to help
Um,
you with this.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So then, is this a with a drive?
Yeah, with drive.
Yes.
Okay, great.
So you'll roll an extra
Yes.
dice. Sorry.
Oh yes. And that's a 6.
Nice.
Nice.
Amazing. Love it. So tell me how you calm him down.
So I'm gonna put my hand on his chest and just gently stroke.
Mm-hmm. Love that.
And I'm also gonna put one hand
And
under his head because he bashed his head, right? I'm gently gonna put
Mhm.
one hand under his head to cradle his head.
Love it. As you do that, you can see the eyes, which were almost like he was forcing his eyes out of his own socket. His eyelids start. He starts blinking finally. His breathing calms down. He looks up at you. It looks like he's looking at someone he has lost in his life. There is gentleness in his expression. He exhales. Thank you, ma'am. You must. You must. Robert. Robert Salmira. You have to stop him. You have to. And he falls unconscious. He is alive, but he falls unconscious at this moment. He's exerted himself to his maximum.
I'm gonna bandage his head with a bit of my sari. I'm gonna ask the team that do you think it makes sense to take him back to our headquarters to patch him up properly? Like I know he double crossed us, but he could be beneficial. When he comes to, we could use him as a double agent for Candela.
Oh yeah, this whatever just happened to him right now, this is probably his catalyst.
Okay. So
He's
I
probably
want to
going to-
know. Can you describe
Mhm.
again the situation that happening to Jatin right now, or what's in the room right now? What's the situation?
Yeah, you guys are in the room. Or see, the building is really small. One of the room is like 12 feet by 5 feet, and the main chamber where the monster was supposedly trapped is 12 feet by 12 feet. So it's not a large building. You're still inside it.
Okay. Oh my gosh.
What would you like to do?
There's that like the inside of it again, or
Sorry.
I want to know the the smoke from creature that the flee of the room and toward to the tower, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so there's nothing here. So he just okay. Talk to everyone. Hey, I think we don't have anything to do now. I think what we have to do is go back to the tower and just do something to that monster. Uh, I don't know. I'm new to this. Please,
Yeah,
anyone.
right.
Oh. And he just like he just don't know what to do, and he's just like walk in the circle. Himself like I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do.
No, you're right. We have to get back.
Yeah, I would very much like to take him back to our chapter house and get him patched up. And
Mm-hmm.
yeah, and also let them know what happened with the monster flying into the city because, alert everybody who needs to be alerted.
Sure. At this point, quick montage of what's happening, what's going to happen right now. As you are traveling back into the city to your lighthouse, the lighthouse for this lighthouse, Candela Obscura lighthouse, is at the other end of the city. So you're going through the town as it's happening. Uh, you see the town, it's about mid-afternoon at this point, and you pass the main hospital, Ispatpur main hospital, and there are a ton of people, uh, uh, crowded outside the hospital itself. More people are coming in. People are carrying people and coming in uh, to the hospital as if some disease almost has that there has been an outbreak. But there's still there's still not hysteria in the town about it at the moment. That it would cause too much of a concern for the police to put a lockdown in place or things like that. But there are a lot of people around the hospital. When we cut to inside the Candela Obscura lighthouse, uh, you can see Nawang sitting with his head in his hands as in front of him on the couch, Abdul is lying, and you all are standing around him. OUP eons. This is nasty business. I will take care of him, but you don't have a lot of time. You should not have come here. It's taken a lot of time out and it's taking people out. I've gotten reports from hospitals that Divya's condition is stable, but it started to worsen, and more people are coming in with the same condition. You have to go out right now. Figure it out. What did he say? Did he say anything where that monster could be? Who is behind all of this?
He said the name Robert.
Almira.
Yes.
Go. Go.
Yes. Yes.
Almira.
Okay. uh. Okay. So as
So he
we
by now the car has gone. Uh, you what you have now is a horse-driven carriage. That you can hail outside as a sort of a taxi.
Oh,
okay. So as I
That's gonna
see
take some more time. Yeah. Yeah, please go ahead. Sorry, Mac.
Sorry. Okay. As I see the creature, I see uh what what they can do, what what they come from. I uh, I'm gonna use forged documents to uh
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure how to do it, but it give us some information, right. So I'm gonna use it, and I'm gonna like uh use forged documents to find the way to capture this thing or get rid of this creature.
So, forged documents would be used in an official sense, to gain you access to some place. Uh, so I would say, forged documents, like for example, the insurance thing, that would have obviously helped you in this case. Uh, Again, you don't need to use it right now. When the situation arises, you can choose to have this forged document with you, so you can produce it and gain access to a place.
Okay.
Hmm.
Um.
Mac,
Uh, I
Again. Yeah. Okay. So I don't have to use forged document now, right? Okay.
Not right now. And at this point, I would say let's go ahead and take a short break for everyone, since we've been playing for like 2.5 hours now at the moment. We can come back after this short break to decide where you guys are going. All right. We back right now?
Yep.
All right. So at this point, you guys have two options to go for. Uh, you can either go to Robert's private villa, or you can go to his Almira workshop on the outskirts of town. Where would you like to go?
what time of day is it?
It's it, it's about to be early evening.
Early evening, so he might be returning home.
Most probably,
Uh,
yeah.
might be,
Out of
We could
character,
try
the
to call.
dude did
might
say
be.
Robert's Almira, which is the shop, right?
Is it the shop or is it his
Yeah.
surname?
No,
Well,
Robert. That Bailey Roberts is his full name.
Okay, okay, okay. Cool. Yeah, let's go. Let's go there then.
Yeah.
So just a quick whatever. The entire ride back to the place and everything, right? Like basically from the point that the monster uh, fucked with Abdul, that was his name, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. From that moment till this moment right now, Shiv has not said a single word.
Mm-hmm.
He looks visibly shaken. It's like it's difficult to read what he's feeling, but he has not said a single word.
Mm-hmm.
He has not responded to any sort of attempts at communication or anything. He's just blankly staring into space and just walking around, still gripping onto the vial, the bottle as tightly as he can. And he hasn't said, yeah, that's his status right now.
Okay. Kush, you're saying something? You want to
No,
do
no,
something?
no, no. I was just saying.
So, uh, uh, I use. Please remind me once again which way you are going, all of you, through the horse-drawn carriage.
The workshop.
Mm-hmm. So, as evening starts to set in, uh, the horse-drawn carriage is obviously a little slower than what the journey with the car would have been. Uh, You leave all the the lush greenery of the city, the smoke of the factory in Espatpur behind, and you move towards the outskirts where several individual workshops, factories, industrial spaces uh, are, of different proprietors. And as you approach Robert's Almiras, you can see there isn't an official guard, but there are a ton of people outside who are looking uh, for any, who are keeping an eye out, basically, for any strangers or any suspicious people.
That would be us. Unless we can get fake IDs.
Is there anybody who has good sway and also kind of looks like Abdul? Because we've got Abdul's ID. So,
I have good sway and I could disguise myself a little bit
okay.
with
So I'm going to
prestige.
give you the ID. I mean, in case it's necessary.
How does Abdul look?
So Abdul is I would say is about the same height. Probably not as old as you or as well built. Uh, and he does have a beard with some some salt, slightly salt and pepperish. Uh, but he's generally his manner of walking and talking was a bit more hunched.
Hmm. So, do we need to mimic Abdul or should we just like get fake IDs? That should be enough, right?
Yeah, I think if people will not know him, right? So there might be a picture. Is there a picture?
Uh, there is a picture, very faint picture.
I think the beard can be explained away. That's comes and goes, and yeah.
No, but do we actually need the fake ID? Is like if we're going to this place when it's evening, it's probably closed for the day. Do we even
Yeah,
need
we probably
it?
won't need
Yeah.
There are people outside who look like they're sort of not guarding, but yeah, they look like they are guarding this place. And the workshop is still on. There are still lights that you can see from the exhausts and the upper windows.
Hmm. Okay, so if we do take the fake IDs, what is our cover then? What are we going in as workers, as maintenance, as
if he uses the OUP ID, then we are OUP people, right? That's just one option. Because OUP is, I'm guessing, a government organization, people would just be like, yeah, okay.
What kind of workshop is this? What are they making?
See, from outside you don't know, but it's a lot of furniture and a lot of boxes and almirahs. That's
Cool.
what they specialize in.
We're here for surprise inspection. Quality check.
uh, you can decide if that's the way you want to go.
Team.
Yeah, sounds good. I mean, makes sense to me.
Others.
The other thing that we could do is, but I don't know if we can do that. We can disguise ourselves as like people who are delivering something because this is a workshop, but we don't have anything unless we can look around and see like something that we can just pick up and deliver. If not, then pretend to deliver. If not,
Or
then
we can pretend like we're here for a pickup instead of delivering.
oh yeah, that's great. we should know who they deal with. If we say the wrong thing, then they might get
Well,
suspicious.
my family is, I could throw some weight with my family name. I could say there's
That's a
a package for the Shastris.
that's a viable option. This is a classist society, so if you
Yeah.
have a traditional rich
So that's one option. What do you guys say?
Yeah, I mean, a surprise picking up an item and maybe using your family name is much better than a surprise inspection. But then how do we approach that? Like, if we say that we are here for a package for the Shastris, and probably they'll check the ledger and they wouldn't have a package.
I'll throw a tantrum. Don't worry.
All right. And then what? Then it's like a distraction for like
Yeah,
others to get in.
I guess.
Yeah, you know what? Sounds good. I mean, once we are in, we can just say that we are picking up for the Shastris, so we've been led inside.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm in for this. What do you guys think?
That's great. Or maybe if you want to like to feel more power, I can. Okay, he just adjust himself and like I can be just like your bodyguard. It's like your butler and make you like a high status or something, and we can go through together and make some show. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
So
great.
we'll just at first we're just gonna try to just walk in, and if they ask, only we'll say something.
Yeah.
All right. So you guys are walking. Who is walking in first?
I think Pichaya and I will take this lead then. Others can sneak while we're doing
All
this.
right. Okay. Sneak in what sense? So are you guys trying to find another way in? The rest of you?
Or maybe just go in the same way while we're distracting the people.
Yeah, kind of like that.
Again, there are multiple people here, so there are at least 4 people here outside.
Okay.
And
4 people.
you, all of you approaching, you all will be clogged. You all will be, sort of read. Okay, these people are coming.
Okay, so what if we say these people are just here to carry this stuff for me?
Right. Sure. So you approach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're approaching with, yeah.
I'm gonna not pay
Sorry.
attention to any of those guards, and I'm just gonna walk in like I own the place.
So as you're walking in, trying to walk in, the 2 guards at each side of the gate, they sort of look at each other and they don't do anything. But just as you're about to enter, a hand stops you on the chest.
How
Uh,
dare you?
uh, you see this person, also well dressed, very well dressed for a guard. Thin mustache with a sparse pointy beard. There's a what do you call that sort of a cap, those peaky blinders sort of hat that he's wearing.
Okay.
And uh, and he sort of puts his hand on each chest and says, "Oh, there, my friend. I don't dare to stop a distinguished gentleman like you, but there are some things going on. Where this workshop is currently busy with something else. Maybe you can come in tomorrow.
The work that's going on inside is for me. Now move aside.
And please do not touch him.
Sir. He puts his hand back. And duly noted, my sir, but I am pretty confident that the work going inside is not yours. I'm sure it will be resumed at first priority after this is done, but uh, whatever your work is, I think it can wait a day.
I go closer to his ear and I say, listen here closely. Do you know who I am? Do you know what work I'm here for? Do I have to call Mr. Robert himself? Or will the name Shiva Shastri work? So my
You see
father,
him sort of,
sort of a political figure
yeah.
in this.
Hmm. Uh, give me a sway roll for this.
Yes.
This is normal stakes, but normal stakes. But if it's a failure, things will go bad. If it's a mixed or a success, that's still okay. But on a failure, it might go, in the wrong direction.
Cool. I will take one drive for this. And guess what? The gilded dice is a 6. I actually have 2 6s.
Wow.
Oh fuck! You have?
I have 2 6s and a 5. So yeah.
Oh.
So that's a critical success.
Oh.
So if you roll 2 6s, even if you take 1 6, the other 6 will count, and that will count as a critical success. When you mention Shiva Shastri, he sort of pulls back. He nods to the guard who's standing at the door of the factory building itself, and he puts his hand up and just waves him down, and you can see the person at the other end. He had his hands inside his coat, both of his hands inside of his coat, sort of crossing it in a way, and uh, that person takes them out and just shrugs and just relaxes a bit.
And after that, just as a power move, I'll take out a cigarette and light it as I step inside. And then I'll gesture to others to also follow.
I open the door for him. Okay.
Thank you.
And
He moves out of of the way quickly, and is sort of like rubbing his head. Oh my fucking god! If Shastri is God, he's just muttering to himself as he just gives you away. So all of you follow behind.
Yep.
Yeah, so Shiv, this entire conversation, Shiv has just been completely zoned out. And when the dude steps aside to let us through, he's just gonna stare at him blankly, just and basically lock eyes with him while he's walking, walk past him, tilt his head to maintain eye contact till he's walked past, and he can't tilt his head anymore back, and he's just slowly gonna turn back around and just straighten up and just keep walking.
That person gives like a visible shake, like, ooh, like he's creeped out by you by that action. As you walk inside, you see all the factory. It's a large workshop. It's a large building, and all the lights are on, but and nobody's inside. No work is going on. Like the work has been done for the day and people have gone, but there's no other work that is going on. In the background, you can see there's a metal machine that is sort of hammering a, a, a steel almirah into place. There are several ready-made, drawers, chest boxes, almirahs, beds, chairs, tables, everything. A lot of them in half-finished condition, some of them in finished conditions, or just lying around as they are. Uh, there's a staircase that leads to the upper floor, and you can see the room from where you are currently standing. So much like a factory, it's like an open space. It's like a 3 story high ceiling, and there are rooms that you can see, which is about 1 story at a 1 story height, and there are staircase leading up to it, and there are a couple of offices there. One of which is a light. It looks like somebody is there inside.
That's all
Before we
right.
go ahead, I just quickly want to check. When Push was rolling, I had said that I'm offering one of my drives. Now, did you hear that, or was I on mute?
Oh, we did not hear
Sorry,
that.
Was I on mute?
sorry,
Because
sorry.
so, Kush, when you were about to roll for your say or whatever to deal with the guy at the front door, I was gonna give you a drive, but I don't know if you heard me because I may have been on mute. So if you didn't use one of my drives, then I won't delete it. So
No, I
just
think it
let
was
me know.
we didn't hear
Right?
that. We didn't
Didn't
hear
hear
that.
that. Okay, but anyway, it's all fine. So I won't delete a drive and you anyway rolled a 6. So that's fine. Continue then.
So okay, we see that there's the light from the room. That's we can assume that there is someone in that room. Okay, but for me right now, I want to like to search. I want to search around the area. Like, what can I see? I want to get the. Is there something that uh that the information or like the document some sort, maybe not before we get to that room. Yeah.
Uh, so you're looking for documents?
Yeah.
Uh, this is much like a work factory floor where things are being made. There aren't documents as such apart from a log sheet of the workers who have come in and who have left, like an attendance sheet.
Okay. I talk to my circle like okay, seems like someone is in that room. I think if we go in there, they will notice that okay, something happening. So I will volunteer uh to distract him, to like make some sound or um
Oh, okay.
make him uh make him go to my way so that you you all can go into his room while he coming to my way. Is that okay?
Okay, but be safe.
Okay.
What if I try to distract him and take him to another area by saying that I don't know some my husband had a heart attack and he's lying somewhere. Is there a place where I can take him where there aren't other people? It's not inside, it's like an alleyway where it would make sense that somebody would just be walking by and they went unconscious.
As a
Uh,
son of a rich person, I will tell you, rich people don't care about their neighbors getting heart attack.
No, he doesn't know that you are there, right? This is
Yeah,
about
no, but I'm saying
distracting the
he wouldn't care
guy
if one of
upstairs.
his neighbors are having heart attack. I feel.
No, not a
yeah,
laborer, like a person passing
like
by.
you're like okay.
I mean, I
So
don't know.
let me get this straight. Let me get this straight. So you're trying to get that probably Mr. Roberts who's in the office. You're trying to get him out. Uh,
Oh,
to
okay. So that office looks like a
he's in the
posh
office. Sorry.
office. Looks like a posh office.
Uh, from what you can try to give me a mm, maybe a survey or a focus check to
Okay.
see
I'm just trying to
if
understand
he's
that
the one
if
who's really there.
yeah, like if it's just a random dude who is middle management uh, survey or okay. I use yeah, no one.
It looks like somebody is there and it's an office. Factory offices aren't usually, ornate and, made very, lush and things like that as much as, corporate offices or, general offices are. Uh, so you're not able to discern who is there or the person who's there, the person who's there. Uh, Mac, in the meantime, you say you want to get that. So let me get this straight. You are on the ground floor. You can see the first floor from here, where the set of offices are, a staircase which leads up to it, and one of the offices has its lights on. And you want to distract that person to come out of the office so the rest of you can sneak in. Is that correct?
Yes, yes.
You
All right.
wanted to oh, I thought you were sneaking, no? You wanted to distract him.
I'm gonna distract so that you
Okay.
all can go in there because
Okay, I misunderstood. Okay, then go
yeah.
ahead.
Steve, give me a sense check.
Hmm?
Steve, you there?
Rolling now, yep.
Yeah?
Got a 6 and a 2.
6 and a 2.
Yep.
Uh, uh, at this point, I would I would say the lights in this place have started to dim. And Steve, or rather, Shiv, you start to feel that same slithering feeling that you felt a few hours before, as if something's coming. Not here yet, but something's coming, and if it arrives soon, it will count. It will be trouble.
Okay, I'm gonna snap out of my trance, like whatever, and just turn to the closest person and just just in like this low, deep. It's coming. That's
coming?
it. The thing that the fucking thing.
Oh,
And
okay.
immediately the last few hours silence is immediately turned into panic. I don't know. I don't know where it is, how it is, what's happening, but it's coming. And obviously the bottle didn't work last time, so we need a different bigger solution. I don't know what happened there, but I feel like it. I don't know. It seemed like it had 4 legs, so maybe if we need 4 boxes to because it had 4 walls, right? The room had 4 walls, so maybe it was what we need is 4 things, maybe a box instead of a bottle. Although I mean, the bottle is still technically round, cylindrical. It has whatever. But I don't know. I maybe all of us need to draw blood and separately do it. I didn't really we didn't really get a chance to check and see what and he just keeps rambling because at this point it's everything that the last 6 hours or few hours, whatever, he hasn't said anything. It's all coming out together. So it's yeah, and he's like, you can see him hyperventilating.
You take one brain.
Okay, worth it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, you can see him completely hyperventilating at this point. It's like he's sweating. His breathing is shallow, and it's like he's not even stopping to breathe when he's on his rant.
Hey, Ishaya go to him and like, okay, breathe in, breathe out. Everything's gonna be okay. Everything is gonna be okay.
It's not going to be okay. It fucking killed.
Hey, shh. We have plan.
What? We don't have a plan. We have nothing.
No, this is a furniture factory. I'm sure we can find a chest with 4 sides.
Okay, that is a plan. That is a good plan. I look around at the others. Who has the knife? Do I still have the knife? This is out of character.
I think so.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, okay, so I look around at the others. I pull out the knife and I'll do it. It's fine. Let's go look for a chest before this thing shows up. And if you look closely at him, you can see the hair on the back of his neck is slowly starting to. Well, it is basically like he's got goosebumps all over his skin because he can sense the thing coming, and it is not going to be pretty. All these people here are in extreme danger. So.
At this point, smoke starts to fall out of the ceiling. It's almost like it's dripping down from the ceiling, and it's forming up around the light. So almost plunging it into darkness. And before it could do that, it shoots towards the office itself, and it goes inside. And the office is not totally covered in darkness, but it's covered in smoke.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, like eat the rich or whatever. I'm sorry, Jatin, but we gotta save this guy, right?
Yeah.
Pichaya rush up the stair, go to that office immediately. Yeah.
Jatin at this point is interested in saving this guy, but he also wants to know why this guy is being targeted. So he's gonna tell Shiv, to look for a wooden chest. I'll be waiting for you at the office, and he's gonna rush up to try to like eavesdrop and try to understand what's happening.
Yeah, Vishwajit runs up along with the others as well, along with Jatin and Pichaya.
You run up the first floor. The smoke, although covering the whole inside of the offices, it's still, some of it is still outside. As you approach it, I need all 3 of you to take 1 bleed mark each.
Ouch.
And tell me, what does bleed feel like to all three of you
So
as the smoke
earlier,
sort of starts to engulf you?
right, earlier as well, when Jatin used his magic, and he has done this before. He has suffered a lot of blade marks and even scars before. And so you would see on his left hand, his fingertips have become kind of gray, and or now on his right hand also, he feels very, when you sleep on your arm and it feels like a lot of pins, um, a lot of pins going through your skin. Imagine that, but like 100 times worse. That kind of happens to his right arm.
Um, for
You,
Pishaya,
yeah.
um, it's 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 feel like when we try to rush, you can see him like he has some. If we in the FPS game, we can see like the person is lag, right? So Pishaya is like somehow he just dis- disappear for less than second and come back. As run is like the the uh the existence of him is just gone by less than second, but you can see um and it's like um his body is feel different, not the significant difference, but you can see that his uh his skin is um is more white, um
Hmm.
uh like first he looked like some Southeast Asian, and now he's just look like the person who like the American Asian, like his skin is the skin tone
Mm.
um is changed. Yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah, and as Vishwajit kind of inhales, like not inhales, but the smoke enters his body, he feels um like as it enters through his nostrils into the lungs, it feels like a piercing pain is going through his body, and um, his lungs kind of heat up, and it goes to his brain, where it feels like 1,000 needles are piercing inside his brain, and there's
You
like
feel all of this pain.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, I was just saying that the area around and behind his ears, like just where the hairline ends, just gets darker.
I love that. You feel these magical pain inside of yourselves. The smoke suddenly uh, retracts and is balled up in front of what you can now see is Mr. Bailey Roberts, who is now looking very much worse for where he is he looks extremely thin from what he was in his photos. His hand is bleeding. He has a steel knife in his other hand. There are tons of boxes uh, lying around in the office. You can all see this from the window. uh, and he, in one of his hands, he has the lock that was that looks ancient, an
Oh.
old metal lock with with a strange with a symbol which looks very much like what was on the walls itself. He, in front on the desk in front of him, is a small chest uh, with, you know, blood marks of the symbol on each of the side that seemingly he has made from, that looks like it might be from himself. He tells it, "Come on, you. You have got to be mine now. You have got to be mine now. And there are several other boxes with the same marks uh, kept scattered around the office. The ball of smoke itself, it slithers into the chest. He covers it and he puts a lock on top of it. Just as he puts the lock on top of it, it blasts in all direction and he is thrown backwards. Immediately he hits his hand, his knife falls down, he himself falls down, and the smoke almost seems to make a noise. You can't understand it. It's not really a noise. It's like the wind itself is howling. All of you, please take a brain mark for this.
Oh boy.
Everybody, even people outside.
Even outside, all of those who are witnessing this.
Okay.
The lock from his hand flies off in on the other side of the office.
Um. Okay, and so the chest is like it's unlocked right now, right?
That was just it wasn't locked such. He just placed the lock on top of it, and the lock itself s- started to infuse into it. But before it could do that, the creature just uh, blew blew that
All
apart.
right. And you said it was a steel knife that was there in his hand.
Yeah, looks like
All
a
right.
steel knife. Yeah.
Yeah, I call out to Shiv, who is still holding onto the knife, right? I call him that uh the dagger hear you now. These are the words I shout across from where I am and down where he is. Just bring the dagger over here as soon as possible. Just run. We're gonna need that. We're gonna need that.
Oh,
Um,
I was looking for the chest, so I okay. Um, can I quickly look for a chest
There
and
are several chests around,
okay,
but a lot of them are not in a well-made condition. Some of them are half-made. You can give me a survey check, so or a focus check.
okay, I'll do focus. All right, don't fail me now, dice.
Sirius, are you helping him with this?
Uh, I was downstairs. Do you want me to come up?
He's also downstairs.
Who
Yeah,
is on?
Steve and sorry, Shiv and you are downstairs.
Yeah, sure. I'll help him. I'll give him
So
a
you can
drive.
spend you can spend an intuition drive, and Shiv, you will get an extra dice.
Oh, okay, perfect. Okay, I got a 4, a 3, and a 2, so we'll take the 4.
Ooh. You take the 4. It takes a while to do that, and we'll cut to inside the office where the monster itself now seems to engulf Mr. Robert. So it has taken a while, and by the time you come up, uh, it is it still seems like it's now trying to devour him completely. His hands and legs, you can still see his hands coming out from the smoke, and they are starting to contort into ways it shouldn't.
okay, so he inside the smoke and he tried to get out, right?
He is helpless. He's almost restrained by the smoke itself. He can't really move.
Oh, uh, I'm gonna run to him and like try to uh like pull him. Yeah, pull him to
All
me.
right. You will take both bleed and brain for this.
Um,
Uh,
one
did
for
you
brain
mark
and one.
your? Currently, you have one. I think you have taken one brain and one bleed, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Uh, so there'll be two things that you have to do. Uh, you will have to give me a strike or a control check, and you will take two brain and two bleed for this.
Oh my god. Two brain and two bleed.
Strike and control to see if you can pull him out.
Okay. So
Strike or control, sorry. Yeah.
okay, I'm gonna use control, and uh I'm gonna use my two drive. Uh, so
Yeah,
it
you
make
can use as much drives as you want.
yes. Oh my gosh. Um. Okay, I've used three drive to it's make me has 4 dice in my hand. I'm gonna roll now.
Um,
Please.
yes.
Oh my god, it's okay, it's 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay.
It's in a sequence. Oh, amazing. So, it is a mixed success. You are able to pull him out, but you, as you are able to pull him out, you see some of uh, you pull him out, but in in the process you also pull his arm. You pull his arm out from the shoulder.
Wow.
Oh boy.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
And now
Uh,
the monster is turning towards you with his and starting to focus on you. What are you all doing?
I
Waiting.
look at Steve and I ask maybe we can try and capture him in the box that he was trying to capture it.
But why did that fail? And why did our last attempt fail?
Maybe
Can I?
because he had a silver steel knife and not the obsidian one that we have.
But even we failed last time. Can I try to discern as to why we might have failed the last time?
Hmm.
Maybe
Uh,
sense or
so
something.
you can give me a focus or a sense to it'll probably be a focus, but your choice.
Okay, I'll add. Should I add? Fuck. Yeah, fuck it. I'll add one drive to my focus, and oh, that's a 6.
Ooh.
Amazing. Uh, the probable missing link
Hmm.
was the lock.
Perfect.
The
Okay.
lock, yeah, the lock is something that holds the
Oh,
magic together.
all right. I'll shout to Pichaya. Get the lock.
okay.
Vishaya, the lock is on the other side of the from where you are currently. Uh,
Oh. Hmm.
you will have to run, but again, what? Tell me what you want to do right now.
Okay.
See, it's everything is a high stakes role right now. Everything.
Mhm.
Okay. Um. What I'm gonna do is it's some tricky, but I want to grab my hand weapon, and I just like want to distract him by throwing that weapon to the other side of the room, so that I can go to go to another side of the room to get that lock. Is it okay?
You can try, but I'm not sure if that will distract the monster. I mean, you can definitely try to see that if it does.
Okay. Can I use high dice?
Use hide to do what exactly?
To
See,
distract.
let me set the scene for you. You are not on the ground, but you're sort of on your knees with one arm of Mr. Bailey Roberts. The monster is not engulfing him at the moment, but it has turned its eyes towards you.
Don't worry about the lock. You should run if you want.
Uh, so, uh, fuck, I forget names. Akhil said something. Vishwajit said something about there being a lock, there being a chest already up there. This is information that Shiv did not have. So, are you saying this out? Like, are you yelling this at him, or because I'm
Yes.
assuming that with all
All the chests are already filled with those marks, and or most of them look damaged.
all the
Okay.
chests already have the marks. What do you mean?
The symbols,
The symbols.
They're already on the chests.
the blood symbols written.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Huh.
but but all of them are slightly damaged, like they've been blown apart.
Okay. So did I find an intact chest?
Yes, you did, and you have brought it up to them.
Okay. All right. So while Pichaya is trying to figure out how to get to the lock, I'm gonna quickly slice arm, draw the symbols inside the intact chest, and just hold it open and look into the yellow eyes. It's time to go to sleep. That's it. That's all I got.
And
You take 2 bleed.
oh god,
Fuck it. That's 4 bleed. So that's one scar, right?
Yes. With that, once I will say, once you do that, you will fall unconscious.
Oh no.
Oh,
but will he be able to make the markings at least before falling unconscious?
He will be able. Yeah, he will be able to.
okay. So all right, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this with style then. So we're going into this thinking. Shiv realizes what he needs to do, and he also realizes that he might pass out because of the strain of what he needs to do. So he's going in with like he's literally just walking in with the knife out. He puts the box down on the table, looks directly at Mr. Yellow Eyes, and he's making a show of cutting his arm open and fighting through the pain as the bleed that was already on his right arm now extends over to extends through his chest, and it is creeping towards his heart, and the pain is intense enough that he can't really use his right arm anymore. So he basically lets the blood pool into his right hand, and then uses his left hand to kind of fuck me. Give me a second.
Uses his right hand to do what?
Give him a second.
Sorry about
No,
that.
I mean what he said just after that.
Sorry about that. I got a call. It's I ordered
Well.
food and the dude was at the door. So it's anyway. Yeah. So he cuts his arm open. Slightly graphic. If this is too much, let me know. I'll skip over it. But basically, lets all of the blood pool into his right hand, and then uses his left hand to draw the symbols. Because his right hand is basically non-functional at the moment, and he looks into the yellow eyes demon's eyes, and he just says, "Time to go, night night," and then he collapses. That's the vibe. Yeah.
I love it. Uh,
As he does,
at this point, yeah,
as he
what
does that,
does the rest of
I'm
you?
going to
I'm gonna
use.
say I have come up and witnessed this, so I'm with everyone now. Everyone's upstairs now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm aware that a lock is needed, and it's across the room, and Pichai cannot get to it without dying. So I'm going to use my specialty, Prestige, roll for sense to do a little bit of magic,
Mhm.
and yeah, I'm gonna use both my drives. So both my remaining drives. That's a 4 and a
What
4
what are you,
and a
what are you
4 and
doing exactly? And what are you doing with prestige?
yeah. So I rolled a 6 on sense with my with
Uh-huh.
drives included, and what I am doing is I'm going to force pull the lock towards me.
Yeah, Spider-Man, that shit.
Amazing.
Ooh.
As you focus on the lock itself, assuming that uh, sometimes you need to sacrifice uh, other people to save the whole world. Vishaya, you take another 2 bleed mark. Uh,
So
at this point, Jatin, you are able to levitate it, and like a magnet, you bring it to your hand.
I'm gonna ask Professor and what was his name? Vishwajit, to
Mhm.
help me contain this beast.
All right. Yeah. So I see that Steve has already made marks on the new chest that he got. So I'm gonna hold it and
The
yeah.
monster
So
turns towards you.
all right.
Oh,
I look at Jatin and the and hold on. Yeah. I look at everyone who is there with me and I say, okay, kind of just nod towards them that this is the chance. Once the monster is in, we put the lock on it.
Yep.
okay.
It starts to slowly go into the box. What are you doing, Sirius? Sorry.
I, I wanted to ask what sorry, I forgot your character's name. Push Jatin. Was it Jatin?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I just want to ask him. Do you want me to hold it?
Yeah, you can put the lock also. I'll give you the lock.
Okay. So I'll take the lock from him and I'll wait for the monster to get in.
Because whenever
The
I use magic, my hand gets really tingly and numb. So I would hand the lock over to Professor to do the thing.
the smoke starts pouring into the chest, and suddenly it stops engulfing Vishaya, and it is completely submerged inside the chest. You have literally a couple of seconds before it bursts on you.
Okay, I'm gonna do it as quickly as possible. Put the lock.
Somebody, so who all are holding the chest?
I think me and Sirius, I mean, the doctor.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is a group role. Not all of you won't have to roll, but you can lend drives. All of you can lend drives to her to contain this. So you will have to give me a control check to be able
Done it.
to hold on
I'll
to it.
I'll with my left hand I'll try to support as much as I can,
Oh man.
and learn the drive.
Control, I have 0 dice, so I'm gonna use I have 6 in my nerve. I'm gonna use 4.
Oh, nice.
Who's rolling? Am I rolling or is
Yeah,
Both of
one
us
Everyone.
of
are,
you
I think.
have to roll.
Oh,
both
one
of
of
us
us.
are
Okay.
rolling?
No, one.
Okay.
Yeah. So that will count as a group action.
Okay, so
But only one of you have to roll.
I'll roll as I have one dice.
Yeah, you
You
go
can
ahead.
give me a drive. Okay,
Yeah, I'll
Vicky,
give you
give me.
drive. Yes.
Okay, and
Can I
I'm
give
gonna
more than
take.
one drive while helping?
Sorry.
Yeah,
Can I give more
can
than one drive while helping?
Yeah, all of you can give drives, but you can only give one drive each.
oh, one
Okay.
drive each. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I give one drive.
Okay, so that's two more, and I
One
have
from me.
one dice, and then I'm gonna use all three of my drives. So
So the
one.
total can't exceed 6. You can
Yeah,
roll a
so
maximum of 6 dice.
that's six dice.
All right.
Mm.
Okay.
Let's go,
Okay.
Professor.
Oh yes, 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 yes.
Oh,
Hurry up!
2 6s.
let's
Hey!
go.
Yeah!
Oh, let's go. Uh,
Nice.
the the chest itself, as you put the lock on top of it, the lock starts to infuse into the chest. The box starts to uh, you know to vibrate. It's like something's trying to break free. It starts to vibrate even with a uh, with a higher intensity, and it looks like it's gonna blast in all directions. And with your group effort, all of you having already taken bleed marks, having already taken that damage, you know all you need to do is to stay calm. You are able to hold on to that chest to stop it from moving, and eventually it dies down, and it's calm once again.
Whoa!
Oh, finally. Uh, Shiv needs attention now.
Oh, yeah, right. Huh.
Shiv and Pishaya both, I guess.
Pisha is also down.
Yeah, Pishaya took another. I think Pishaya took another 2 bleed.
To bleed.
Uh,
It's more than 3, so I have scar.
yeah, so you also fall incapacitated. I mean, you fall unconscious.
I'm gonna go towards Pishaya and say I'm sorry and try to pick him up and bring him out.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to
You do that.
Shiv, and if I have any water, I'm gonna try splashing it on his face just to get him up, get him conscious.
You do that. And it's up to Steve if they or to Shiv if they wake up.
Oh, yeah, just shaken awake, literally shaking his head like a wet dog. He just sits up upright with a loud gasp. Basically like Undertaker style. That's the vibe. And if you look closely, you can see that the dark circles under his eyes, because of the water, they slightly start to streak, and you can tell he's obviously wearing makeup to forge those dark circles. What, did he win? Is it down? Did it happen? He looks down at his arm. Holy shit! I just did that, didn't I? And he's just gonna try to stop the bleeding with his other hand. I'm assuming that the bleed effect has
Tell me what your bleed scar looks like.
oh yeah, okay, perfect. So then basically all along his right arm, from the wrist all the way up to his shoulder and down to his heart, there's like a it looks like a nerve, the entire thing with nerve endings and shit, but it's black and it looks like it's burnt into his skin. And it basically travels all the way up to the heart. And I would say, like, I don't know much about anatomy, but it's literally follows an artery all the way to his heart. It's scarred into on top of his actual artery. That's the it's literally a bleed scar on his blood vessel carrying thing. That's yeah.
I love it. Vishaya, uh, what happens next with you? And Jatin, what are you doing to try to revive him?
I would bring him out and seeing that water splashing is working. I would be like, hey, please
Mhm.
do it for him also.
Vishaya, as you wake up, what does your bleed scar feel like and look like?
So it's like um while the fight, you can see that he um that some sort of his skin is like changed all the time, the body. And when uh uh his circle tries to grab him to the body, to the try to carry him, the one who carry him can feel like the weight of it uh is increased. The weight is increased, and when you uh look at him now, he has um the blonde hair, the white skin, and his
Hmm.
body is longer, like he is from he is European now. uh but but uh but you can see that his skin is um like somehow his body, some part you you can see is look what would you say, you can see through his body uh some part of it. Yeah.
Amazing. I love that. At this point, several other people, those who are outside, they sort of rush up and say, "Oh my God! Oh my God! What's happened? What's happening over here?" One of them clocks Mr. Bailey Roberts and rushes in. Sir, what did you guys do this?
Nothing's happened over here. Nothing to pay attention to. Just some furniture fire. These people need medical attention. Let's get to that first.
Uh, hmm, hmm. I would say, give me your one last sway check. You're trying to
Okay.
convince them and or command them.
Okay.
Bec-
Last two drives.
Yeah,
I'm going to use
just
them. That's a 2 and a 2, and then a 1 and a 6. So 6. Oh, I didn't. Oh shit, I didn't see which
say,
one was. But fuck it, doesn't matter.
uh, well, that's a 1 and a 6. So obviously you're taking
Yeah,
uh
I'll take this.
the 6. You used all your drives, right?
Yes.
All right. With a 6, they just take the arm of Mr. Robert Bailey. They take Mr. Robert Bailey himself, and they rush out. And uh, one of uh, the guard who initially stopped you uh, says, "I will remember you all. I know who you are, and
Why do all the
I know
guards
what
know
has
about?
been. And I know you had something to do with this somehow.
Um,
Remember
okay,
the name Farooq."
okay. Shiv is
And
you know. Go ahead.
Stare him
he
down, Shiv.
says, remember my name, Farooq. You will come to rue it one day." And he just walks out.
Okay, before he walks off, Shiv, still swaying, holding his hand, trying to stop the bleeding, um, looks over at him, and when he says, "I know who you are," he just quickly quips up, "Your mom knows who I am too," and he just sits back down because he's basically drained of all quips for today. That's the last one he was saving for a special occasion.
You see, Farooq just like looks at you falling down. Is like, I can't even bother. He just walks out.
Um,
Yeah, and with that, we'll cut right now back to the Candela Obscura lighthouse. All of you are seated on um, the ground floor, on the couches. Some of you are lounging, some of you are resting, mending themselves. Mr. Nawang has that. Mr. Nawang Sherpa, he has that box by his side. Uh, um, Sorry, give me a sec. Brown family is home. Shouting always happens. Uh,
yep, even at 12 a.m., I feel you.
yeah. Uh, he he touches the chest and he retracts his hands quickly. "I cannot thank you enough for containing this. I only wish you would have gotten to it sooner. A lot of people have been affected in the city. Candela, through its connections, are trying to keep them alive. Some of them have started to recover. We have some remedies which can ease the pain and probably make that bleed go away, but it will take some time." Uh, he claps his hand. "Abdul, uh, let's set out a dinner for our people." And you see Abdul come up from the side and say, "You got it, sir. I will get it right now." Uh, So, with this, we cut back to outside the lighthouse. It's the posh sort of place. The flowers are blooming even in the night where you are sitting, right? When you are sitting, where the time of the day where this meeting is taking place. The camera tilts up, looks at the sky, thousands of stars, stares back at you, and you feel like there's black smoke in the sky. But it's just the factory nearby, and that's where we are going to end tonight's Candela Obscura story.
Let's go!
Oof.
Holy
Oh
shit, dude!
my gosh! Wow!
Oof.
Oh, Oh my gosh, we finally did it.
I had so much fun. This was holy shit. I got nothing. I holy shit is all I can say.
And thank you is all I can say. You guys were amazing. Sometimes very silly, but I loved every bit of it.
GG.
You got to lean into the weird shit if you're playing a weird system, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
This was your
I
first time
loved
running a
it.
game on stream,
Every
right?
bit. On stream, yes.
Holy shit, dude! I always have a lot of those. It was good to experience it, experience someone else doing it firsthand. Absolutely incredible. You're all fantastic. I had so much fun. This was, and I've never played with any of you before except for Amaan. So this was cool to
Yeah.
vibe with, basically strangers, but still have so much fun. I think that's why I love TTRPG so much. It's
Yeah, definitely.
yeah.
I loved the setting and I loved how visual everything was. And I love the freedom that this game gives. Like, I've only played D&D before this, so I was really struck by how much freedom you get. So that was very exciting.
Again, thank you, you guys. All of you were so incredible. Thank you for taking the time to play this game with me. Play this game. That sounds a bit childish, but yeah, to have this experience for me. Yeah, I'm in gratitude for you. I'm in gratitude. Yeah, that's all I can say.
Thank
I'm out of words. My vocabulary. I have hit my vocabulary limit for the day.
No, thank you for taking the trouble to like create this experience for us. That is the gift.
Yeah, I had until
I
yesterday I had
played with. Yeah.
that this game was there. And then today I had some other drama, got stuck somewhere else. I was like, fuck, I won't be able to make it. But I'm glad I did.
Oh, dude, yeah, that we got worried for a second. Like, what has happened to Kush?
Yeah, but
One investigation led to another.
I'm also thank you guys. Like it's for me. It's like I'm in the new environment. Like yeah, because usually I will play on table with my Thai friends or my or sometimes it's foreign people in Thai. But yeah, I it is my first time play role playing and in live stream. So it's kind of make me nervous before the session start. But yeah, in the end, I can say that it's a lot of fun and it's I love it and can't wait to do it
You were
more.
awesome. Yeah,
Thank
you were
you.
awesome, man. You did some really cool shit. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you,
Ah,
thank you, thank you.
awesome. So, Steve, I guess it's over to you now.
Yeah. Does anybody else have anything else to say? Anything you'd like to talk about before?
Oh, self-promotion?
Anything you want to about the game, about what you do, where we can find you, all the good stuff.
Yeah, so I run this, I think I said this in the beginning as well. I run this YouTube channel plus Discord community called The Pigeon Killers. And I am also running a Candela Obscura game on Halloween.
Oh, let's go.
So join that
Nice.
if you'd like. And I have also published an adventure called Wild in Moonlight, which is also very horror Halloween theme. So maybe grab that if you'd like. It's on DM.
From DM's Guild.
Yeah, it's called Wild in Moonlight. And yeah, I think that's it for me. Enough shamelessness.
Listen, I have a channel in my Discord called Shameless Self Promotion, which I use more than anyone else. So like, it's fine.
I I'm not new to TTRPG. I've been into it since early 2021, but I spent my first year in TTRPGs just watching live streams and doing nothing else. Uh, and uh, After I got into actually playing it, I fell in love with it, and this is my first time exploring different systems apart from OSR and D&D 5e, and I think this is one of my. It has quickly become one of my favorite systems because of its simplicity and its flavor. There are other D6 systems like this, like Blades in the Dark, and things like that. So that's something which I might explore for similar vibes, similar fun vibes. And
Mhm.
yeah, I run a Instagram channel where I publish D&D videos weekly. 2, 3 reels a week. I just break down D&D into simpler chunks, and yeah, I explain things in a basic manner for any beginner. I do it in Hindi, all with English subtitles. I haven't done a lot in the past week, but yeah, more to come in that. And also, um, I guess I'm an artist also.
Yeah.
Okay.
By the way, the profile icon for Amaan he made himself, which is really fucking cool. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
Yes. Yeah, I love it.
Okay, awesome. I guess. Uh, yeah, that's it for me.
I don't have anything, but yeah, maybe in the future. In the future, I will do some content about TTRPG. I'm not sure, but yeah, just for sure, you can go to follow me on Instagram, and if there's anything that any content about it, you will see. You will see. I'm so nervous right now.
No worries. All cool.
So, what should we do next, Steve?
Akhil or series, anything you would like to talk about?
Yeah, nothing in particular. I mean, I used to stream. I don't anymore. But I'm planning to make more content soon. So if you guys would be interested in some Indianized TTRPG content, do follow Crispy Akhil on all the
Yes.
socials that you would find.
Fuck yeah.
I have something planned. I'm just working on it, and probably in the next 15 or so days, stuff should start rolling out. So yeah, that's that.
Amazing. Looking forward.
All right, guys. That's it. I don't know if this stream is still up, but those who watched, thank you so much for watching. Uh, I don't know how
Oh,
many people watched, but whoever did, thank you so much for sticking around.
yeah, stream's still up. We're still live. So really quick before we end, thank you all for being a part of this absolutely incredible one shot. I had so much fun. I want to turn this into a whole fucking campaign at this point. So Amaan, if you want to, run more Candela Obscura, even if you want to do something different, like a different one shot, whatever, my doors are always open. Pantsless Tables is here for you. And for everyone else as well, if you want to run a game on stream, if you want to do like a collab, whatever, with Pantsless Tables, I would love to have you. If you want to play in one of our games, we have a horror one shot coming on the 31st, where I will be DMing Mothership, which is the it's Haunting of Epsilon 14 or 4, depending on where you see it. There's different names for it apparently, but it's like a space horror whodunit kind of hunting a monster on an asteroid, on a mining asteroid, which is really fucking cool. It's only like a one pager thing, which is wild. So it's going to be very roleplay heavy. So if you want to, whatever, there's that. I have a bunch of fun stuff happening in November. We're going to be doing, November is Children's Day in India is November 14th. So we're going to be doing a bunch of games where you get to play as kids, like kids on bikes, kids on brooms, those fun adventures. Yeah, that's basically it. Again, thank you all for doing this, Amaan. I appreciate you. Akhil, Kushagra, Natapas, and Sirius, thank you for vibing. I had a really good time. And yeah, Pantsless Tables is here to stay. We're not going anywhere. And yeah, just keep an eye out for more one-shots, more casting calls if you want to be part of it. And if you want to run a game, just DM me. We'll figure it out.